Here's we're live now. Live enough.
I think so.
We're just waiting for Hooper to walk in.
That up. Yeah, because you can't see this shit yet, guys. It's kind of special. That's the whiskey.
He's about to sit down.
Yes,
Yeah, go ahead.
please.
Well, it's also a special day because Reed, whoever's been following the podcast since the first few episodes, Reed is the floating god behind this, and without this dude, it wouldn't be so dope. And then he added some real cool shit to this one. So, see, there's a camera right in front of you, too. The big thing right in your face.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a few of them.
So let's go live. We're live now. He's sitting down. Now we're live. Now we're 100% live.
I hope everyone can hear us. I'm gonna check that.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Say something, bitches.
Oh, I'm sure they can.
Okay.
Ryan Hooper.
Hi.
We got you brought the Reed out of the cave. The god of the podcast has flown back and he has come to run the show. So this will be optimal. Yeah. Cheers. Optimal podcastery tonight.
I hope so.
So
A couple of them were like, I couldn't hear you.
yeah,
That really pissed me off.
I got it all tweaked out though. I mean, sound wise, it's pretty good now.
He did. He actually learned that board.
Yeah, all the other stuff though is, especially this new stuff you see, is totally not me. That's Reed today. So how you doing, dude?
Good, man. Good.
I haven't seen. Are you nervous? You said you're nervous.
Yeah, I am nervous.
Everybody's nervous for some reason. You're just.
Double fisted.
We're just gonna talk. That one in the red cup is serious.
Yeah, this one.
That's one of Reed's concoctions.
This is just an old fashioned.
Yeah, I took a big gulp of it. I wasn't ready for that. So, I haven't seen you literally in years.
I think I ran into you at a grocery store. Marketplace. It may have still been in Albertsons. That's how long ago it was.
Yeah, and since then you've been married and have a child now.
Yeah, it's been a busy 2 years. We pretty much did what most people do in 10.
Get right up in there and into that mic.
Oh, yeah. Up in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I spent most of my 20s, fucking off. And then, and so finally when I was like buckled down, I was like, I'm just going to do it all right now. I thought about getting a PhD that year, but I just backed
You said
off.
married, kids, the whole nine.
Yeah, bought a Highlander. I mean, it's,
How old's your kid?
he is 3.5 months. He'll be
Brand new.
Yeah. Oh yeah, super new.
So
Super new, cutest human ever created. Not to brag.
absolutely. The reason I wanted to talk to you is because you're like me. Our 20s, we were a little bit. We're a lot different than we are now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Night and day. I think a lot of people showed up to my wedding just strictly to see if it was real or just one giant hoax, and I was just gonna throw a party out by Austin, and But yeah, I think there's probably. I feel like some people lost money when I said I do, and then had a kid within wedlock.
How long you been married?
There's some pool bets that went down since February of this year.
You just knocked this shit up, right? It's like pop, pop. I didn't.
Oh
say
yeah, we bought a house. It hasn't even been a year ago. We bought a house, and then shortly after. Which we were already engaged and stuff. We knew it was going down. But found out shortly after that we were pregnant. I mean, like literally the week we bought the house, the plumbing went out and a couple other things fucked up. And then I made the joke of, I was like, what next? You're going to be pregnant?
Bam.
And then the next day, she was like, hey, I peed on this stick, and guess what? Not her exact words. She was like, you're going to fucking laugh. And I guessed it right off the bat because I was like, well, what else can God throw us? But no, it was awesome. I mean, we were planning on, we were going to start like as soon as we got married anyways. We'd already had the wedding planned, and we were going to try and, make a baby at the honeymoon, but it happened early, and
Hey, well,
I couldn't be happier, man.
That's good. Worked out good then. So you planned on a baby very short time after the wedding. You're like, we're juicing that lady up.
Yeah, exactly. We were going to have to wait 9 months after the wedding, and then we only had to wait 4 months, so... We just sped it up. We expedited the process. Yeah.
That's badass, dude.
Yeah. It's and then she's also, I got to mention, she's got 2 other boys from a previous marriage. Love them to death. They're awesome.
How old are they?
11, and the other one's going to be 7 on
Oh,
Halloween.
boy, my boy's 7.
Nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you got boys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like punch you in the neck, boys.
Yeah, exactly.
How's the
they
11?
do every now and then.
Is the 11-year-old wild?
Well, actually, the 11-year-old's really chill. He just, he just wants to watch his Pokemon and be left alone. Really, I mean, he's borderline teenager. but he's awesome. Like I don't know. But the younger one, he's the wild card. He's the one that like if you're not watching, he's gonna do what he wants.
Yeah, my son's the same. My son's the same way. He's like gut shot you when you're not looking, things like that. So, so I had the same situation. I came up on a family like married family like that, which mine wasn't a planned baby, but when you practice.
Yeah,
especially as good as I do. I practice
exactly.
good. Hard practicing.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
How did things? In the Bahamas, I heard. How was the hospital there after you had to take her?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Over the tub from
for
the
the
Instagram?
destroying, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. Her hips will never be the same.
Yeah,
yeah. That tub's broke. No, dude, that place is dope. I'm telling you right now, when people talk about hustle in America, like they hustle and grind, we don't know shit until you grab some seashells, make a necklace, whatever you can make, put it on the beach, and then hope to God someone buys it so you can make some food later on the night. I mean, that's how they make their money every day, and those people are the happiest people ever. They would like, hey, look at this. Look, I'm like, I don't have cash. I'm in my swimming trunks. You know, I'm like,
yeah.
They're like, oh, just take it and come back tomorrow. They would give me the stuff that I wanted,
like out of the,
and would
just
walk
trust.
away, and then it would just the next day I'd bring my money to them. I was like, are you serious?
That's awesome.
I was like, where we're from is not like this. They're like, nah, man, everything is Irie, man. No problem. Like,
So
no,
I think you were in Jamaica.
no, we were in Nassau of the Bahamas. It's the capital.
Similar accent.
A lot of Jamaica. It's all the same. I mean, it's all the same. Some you can tell are from Jamaica by the Irie and mine. They call everybody mine, even women.
And then you get to Creole, and it's really scary.
Yeah, that's where like the voodoo and Santeria comes in. And
Yeah, all that fun
Dude,
stuff.
I'm telling you right now, you to be a citizen, all you have to do is buy a house. That's all you have to do. Under $250,000, the house, the property taxes, there is no property tax.
Are you serious?
Anything under $250,000. So I told my wife, we need to buy a house down there and then rent it out as a bed and breakfast. And then we want to. I will retire. Dude, fuck a lake, a river, the Bahamas. Those people, and like.
You can like hop around. I mean,
the people alone was worth the trip.
Yeah.
The people alone that was the best part of the trip. When I first got there, we pull up in this Rolls Royce, or we don't. This dude pulls up, Marky Mark. We didn't know who his name was, Marky Mark. Yeah, he pulls up and he grabs all. Dude, you don't do nothing. You can literally have them turn you don't do nothing. You don't do nothing. They grab your bags. They put they don't want
service,
but they don't
service.
They take pride. It's their they want to do it.
Yeah.
They want to they want to do their job well. So they put their stuff up, load us in this Rolls Royce. We're rolling. He's asking us questions, and at first he's like asking us where we're from, blah, blah, blah. Well, now you're in the islands, blah, blah, blah. And he would stop the Rolls Royce in the middle of the road, turn the music on as loud as he could. He'd be like, "You hear the party, man." We would drive another quarter mile, and he would stop, turn the music up real loud again, and he'd just start dancing until we got there. That's how it started. And then as soon as you get
there,
there,
a really long drive.
Oh, dude, yeah, it went
But an
very
awesome
far. Yeah, I was super happy. And days are super long there.
Yeah.
And everything's shut down 10 o'clock. There's no party going on. We're at Sandals, Bohemian. It was an all adult resort. You would think it's a party till 2 a.m. Now it's 10. You can walk around. It's done.
Yeah.
It was that place right there.
A real adult.
Yeah.
Real all adult. They're like, oh, okay, we had our fun. Let's go to bed at 11.
Well, I was expecting. I didn't know what to expect. But the people alone were the best. I guess it's totally different than Costa Rica, where you're from.
What do you mean? I'm not from Costa
Or
Rica.
where
I'm a white guy.
where you go to.
Yes.
I was like, wow, you
island
lost your pigmentation since you left there.
An island he's been
Did
to.
you just check my privilege?
Yeah.
No, Costa Rica's pretty chill too. That's kind of the same vibe. I don't know. San Jose gets pretty goddamn crazy, but I have a 60-40 chance Native I might get stabbed and our bike stolen in San Jose. But the other 4 cities we're going to is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
See,
When are you going there?
Christmas and New Year's.
that's crazy.
It's nothing but BMX.
Yeah.
Really?
They asked me, what's up with Trump and all that stuff over here. We had talked about that. They're just about as upset about their government as we are.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm not kidding. At one point, I was hanging out with these people so much.
Grass is always greener till you get there.
The Sandals Resort is on the beach, and it butts up to just like a neighborhood, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
so it's like there's an alley there's a big wall where the Sandals Resort ends, and then another wall, there's an alley. These people pull their cars up, drop jet skis off that have like a power wake boat that you just go by yourself, power surfboard. And that's how they made their money. They sell goods, and sandals allow it to happen. But before I know it, I need to get cash in the middle of town. I'm over here playing dominoes with these guys, hanging out. We're talking about Trump and the United States and the oil field and Texas and the desert.
Shit.
They've never seen none of this shit. They're all watching, I guarantee you.
Yeah,
They said they're all watching. Yeah,
I was about to say,
they're all my friends on Facebook.
Probably plugging over there.
They said they're gonna watch, but like, so I was like, I need to get some cash, but no cash machines around. That's weird. So I was like, just get in the car, bro. Come with me. I'm in another country.
That is something I will
Super
not
trusty.
be doing in Costa Rica.
Dude, no kidding.
You won't be just getting in cars with strangers.
I'm in a big straw hat
get
and my
kidnapped
swimming
and
trunks, no shirt, no shoes, jumping this like 93 Camry. It's all beat up. The windows are down. It's raining on us. We drive to this little bank. It's got an inside ATM. He's like, I'm getting a beer. You want a beer? I was like, sure. So I go to the ATM, and it's $1 for $1 there. So it's the same as American money, but I get Bohemian money out. I'm like, this is crazy. And I go to walk to where he went to get the beer to like go in. It's like a beer store. It's just a beer store. As soon as I open the door, everybody in that beer store, even the guy was like, get out, back up, get back up. I'm like, all right. So I don't know what's going on there. Went and sat back in the Camry. Dude came out and handed me a beer that was already open. Who knows what's in that? Blah, blah, blah. Takes me right back to where I came from with no problems. You literally don't have to worry about anything. They really aren't going to do anything.
There's two things that I took away from that story. One, like, I mean, I'm in another country. I pick a shirtless you up. Like, I'm probably not going to try and fuck you over.
Well,
built like a brick shit house.
All you have to do is take me
But-
to an alien.
And two, I didn't realize Bohemian was Bahamas all this time.
Oh.
Bohemian Rhapsody, I did not know that was about singing in the Bahamas. I still haven't learned what a
I
rhapsody
think it's about
is.
a murder.
What? In the Bahamas?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Or a guy from the
I don't know where
Bahamas
the
did it.
He
Bohemian
did kill a man.
So,
put a gun against his head,
Yeah.
pulled the trigger.
so what do you think they were called?
Now he's dead.
Bahama people. The Bahama people?
This is gonna sound worse. I thought it was Bahamians, which is
Kind of Bohemian.
which I'm now realizing is basically the same as Bohemian.
Yeah. I guess it's a plural way of saying it. But there's is at the end, so it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter. We can call it Bahamians.
You
We're
learn
from
something new
Texas.
every day.
They were tripping out on the way I sound.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
No, I'm not even that bad. I told them I'm not even that bad.
Yeah, I think he's on a point, though. You had no problem because you could fight. I think me and him would wake up in a bathtub with the kid in your chest.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's like best case scenario.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was there so long. There was one of these guys I made a relationship that was doing the jet skis and stuff. I'm just sitting on the other side of the beach, like on the sandals part, and you can just walk, like they can walk anywhere. There's not like a fence or nothing at the beach. And I'm just sitting there and I look up and the guy's like waving at me, hey. He's got this baby that's like the size of this thing. And he's like, hey. And I'm like, what? And he's like, come here. And he's like walking by everybody. He runs up to me. It's my son. I felt special because he's like showing me his son. This baby's like,
Wait, he was one of the guys you met, or
yeah,
random?
he's one of the guys that I've been like, he like has jet skis he rents, but he's a
okay.
local right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I bought stuff from his grandma. His grandma was like 62, jacked. Jacked. There's,
she's probably back in her day. She lifted jet skis by hand.
She's
and
like a
put them out in the
CrossFit
water.
chick. Like she do a backflip. She's like 61. They say that no one gets sick out there. They're like, no one gets sick out here because the ocean water keeps everybody
Shit ton of vitamin D
healed up.
coming up. Yeah.
all the fresh air.
Fresh food.
I could easily. Oh, dude, that's what I noticed. I was like looking at everybody, and I'm like, oh, you guys look like they're like you're Olympic athletes or a wide receiver or something. Everybody there's like an athlete. And I'm like, I see what they eat. It's mostly chicken, rice, a little bit of beef, fish,
Bunch of fresh
vegetables.
fruit.
Yeah, they don't eat. I mean, there's McDonald's and stuff there. Dude, we went to
McDonald's everywhere.
the Wendy's in the airport, leaving the Bahamas, but in the Bahamas, they had breakfast there. Do we have breakfast at Wendy's?
I don't know.
Their Wendy's had a breakfast?
Breakfast, and it was fucking good. And their French fries were like the mixture between Arby's fries and Chick-fil-A waffle fries. They were waffle fries, but like Arby's flavor.
That's some bullshit,
So
man.
like
For breakfast.
I just came like a little bit.
For breakfast.
Just thinking about it with Arby's sauce on that. Oh, that sounds amazing.
was crazy.
For breakfast.
But then they had like a panilla bread sandwich, and then it was a really good, like it was good food. I ate it. I was like, damn, that was good. I did notice something about eating the Bahamas. It was hard to get full, and it made me gassy as shit.
May or may not have a tapeworm.
I would wake up in the morning and be like, boom. I'd blow the tater maker smooth out first thing in the morning, every morning. Like It was like I felt like somebody aired me up overnight. Something about that food, or my stomach wasn't used to eating something.
Jet lag? I don't know if jet lag give you gas.
It was only like, maybe no, man. It was the food.
Did you drink the water?
It was all in bottles. All in bottles.
Okay. Did you have really cool Gatorade flavors? Because that's one thing I miss about like Central America. Is you get like lime green Gatorade and it actually tastes way danker than our lime green Gatorade,
Really?
which is like cucumber.
I didn't even check it for Gatorade. I haven't had a
you
Gatorade.
fucked
in
up.
You
You guys fucked up.
I wanted to go to Burger King there.
You get a Royale with cheese?
No, we didn't get it. I just wanted to see what it was like.
What's it called in Europe?
I don't know. I don't eat it fucking.
Well, it's usually a different kind of menu. It's usually a totally different menu.
Sometimes. You know, in Dubai, you can get like a Pizza Hut large pizza with hot dog crust. Like little hot dogs for a crust. Like each crust is just one ballpark franc in a
See,
box.
that's why they're ahead of us. It's not the universal like citizen healthcare.
It's the hot dog
by the
crust
government.
pizza.
the fucking
It's the
metric
hot
system.
dog. It's fucking metric system. Imperial's holding us back, man. We could be eating hot dog flavored crust. Not flavored, but like hot dog. So
Hot
wait,
dogs.
it was the wiener or a bun?
Both.
I did find out that they love Queen Elizabeth. She gave them their freedom. She her and her son built that island, but Columbus was a dick. He was a dick.
Yeah, I mean he pretty much.
Raped and pillaged. Is what she
Yeah,
said.
oh, yeah.
Miss
Just
Victoria.
took
She was over this. She was a museum guide, and I was like all into it, asking her questions, and she was like feeding. She was like, "Oh, he likes this shit."
Dude, they do
Yeah,
hamburger ones. Too.
finally somebody's interested.
Oh wow.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think Hoop can see
Yeah,
it.
you can't see it.
Imagine it's a pizza.
With mini sliders.
Yeah, we gotta show this.
Am
to
I
you.
allowed to just walk around?
Yeah, you should just go look.
Yeah, you kind of need to see that, and we got to show the audience this.
I should have put that up on the.
So I got this.
Yeah, this is the perks of Reed being here.
Yeah, I got you. Look at,
Watch this. Just gonna let everybody see this thing.
and then I'll bring it back up.
So where's this at?
This is like Dubai. You get a hamburger. This is Pizza Hut, and this is that's just a hamburger pizza, but here's the hot dog.
And are the people seeing this right now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Oh,
you get a little.
little pigs in the blankets. Oh my god! Are they seeing that too now?
Yeah,
That was way better than what I envisioned.
yeah. So that's the hot dog bites pizza. They say we're the fattest country in the nation or in the whole world right now.
They probably eat
but
one
we're getting
slice.
fucked. Like we could be eating that and being fat.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
right?
my question. How are we the fattest country in the world, and we didn't come up with that?
I don't know,
shit?
man, but those guys get to ride around in like fucking supercars with cougars in them.
Yeah,
on two
seriously.
wheels. On two fucking wheels.
Yeah, with their
like,
buddies
sideways.
taking the two wheels off the other side.
God damn it, those guys are awesome. I don't care fucking
Hey,
who hates them.
speaking
I
of
love
that,
those
all
guys.
that maniacness he just talked about, your child's 9 months old, 3 months old.
Three. Yeah, third.
So you're gonna have to raise your like I said to my son one day. I watched him sleep. And I was looking at him. I was like,
Oh yes.
"Sorry, dude, but you're gonna have to fight robots." Have you thought about raising your child in the next? Like it ain't like it was when we were a kid. at
No,
all.
yeah, way different.
Like-
It's so funny how just like, whenever you're just in the middle of it, technological progression, and it's just happening around you, and you're immersed, you just kind of don't pay attention. You're like, oh, finally my screen moves faster.
Right.
But then like when you stop and look back at what you didn't have when you were little, or not even little, I mean like junior high, compared to the technology we have now,
have
it's
a
like, fucking leaps and bounds. And and there's no reason it would stop by the time our kids are getting older.
Well, Elon Musk just said he's on the Joe Rogan podcast. He's months away from releasing that neural implant to make
can't
you
wait.
pretty much your brain work like a computer. Like you're gonna be smart.
Not only that, but it'll talk to everybody else with one, and it will become a hive mind.
Your
And,
cognition
I
will-
mean, you guys may be afraid of it, but I accept our robot overlords.
That's probably the smart way to do it.
Yeah, because you
No,
guys are fucked if you don't.
You're going to be their jester.
It's cool.
But you'll be
cool.
alive and we'll
But-
be dead or
And I'll be
sodomized by
half robot.
robots.
I'll be
So-
half robot.
By the way, sodomized by
Let
robots
me ask
is
this:
my new
when your
grindcore
kid gets
band.
old enough to ask you,
No
like,
instruments, acapella.
like the 7 and 11-year-old boy you have with your wife and your other boy, when they get of age to ask you these crazy questions, like my son's asked me about weed and stuff like that, what do you do?
God damn.
I was
He's young.
Your kid is advanced. My 11-year-old had shit about drugs.
I was-
Also, I really hope my wife doesn't show them this podcast. Surely she knew what.
I'm 100%. I'd 100% told him the truth. he asked, he's like, so what is it? And I was like, what the fuck? I said, well, he's like, something you smoke, blah, blah, blah. I mean, long story short. And he's like cigarettes. I said, no, cigarettes are bad for you. I was
that's the other thing. Like, how do you explain that you're accepting of the drug that they're taught to hate, but like also like tell them don't do it yet?
I broke it down like this. I said, son, I talk to my kids. I'm dead honest. Like when they asked me to jail, I'm saying, yeah, for what? Yeah, how many times? Yeah, this many. I don't hold nothing back because what we're raising these kids in is some serious shit. If you try to like puppy dog them and protect them, you're gonna throw them to the lions when they go to real world stuff. So I was like, I told them about how I compared it to alcohol and cigarettes and the way I feel about alcohol. And me personally, I was like, son, if you had to pick one, when you're of age and your brain's working to capacity that you can make a conscious decision to use one of these drugs to alter your brain. I said, because it makes you think different and feel different and act completely different and do stupid shit. I was like, I would much rather me catch you smoking weed.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
I told my son, I mean, that to be honest, and I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would be like, that's fucking nuts. But this right here has almost put me in prison.
Weed has never.
When I smoked weed.
Almost put me in prison.
And when I smoke weed, it's like, I just want to stay home. I don't want to do anything stupid. I overthink things.
It has put me in a Taco Bell before.
Well, yeah.
Which is its own prison.
Sometimes.
But this right here, it uncorks something in me that makes me crazy. And my son has exactly that in him. My son is a clone of me, just probably smarter, which is worse.
He goes harder on a bike, too.
He goes hard on a bike, too. He does go hard on a bike.
That's impressive.
But so, like, I think, like, I'm going to be honest, like, the other day, we're driving my son, and he always laughs when I cuss. Like, and I cuss a lot. I don't mean to. I try to do better. But the other day, I said something like, shit. He just loses it. So I just said, shit, again. And then before I know it, I'm fully going, fucking fucking. And I'm just going nuts. Oh, and he's losing his mind. I was like, I got to stop. And I told him, we always talk and say, dude, this is between us.
This is like a Tuesday.
I don't think he's been caught. He's never been caught. She knows.
Yeah.
He's never been caught. Now, she's been caught. I mean, he's never been caught cussing. I never caught him cussing. And I always tell him, this is between us. It's just me and Dad. We're being stupid,
Yeah.
And I'm just,
dad bond.
to be honest, like in the world we're growing up in, if you think what I did there is ridiculous, but you let your kids watch normal television, people fuck on normal television.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the innuendos are not near.
They should really hear the stuff that gets said on the video games those kids play nonstop because those kids are fucking bad.
I make my son play Grand Theft Auto with at least the volume off. With at least the volume off.
Yeah, if you're gonna beat that hooker, you're not gonna hear what she says.
Yeah. Well, because I'm not naive to think that. Okay, if you think your kid's not going to go to school and hear the word fuck, pussy, balls, ass, cunt, you're crazy.
In one sentence.
And if you think that you. Like, no offense to these parents, but the parents are proud. I don't give my kids screens. You can't have a phone. You can't have video games. Guess what? I bought my kids another Xbox in their room so they can link up on the internet from the living room in their room and play together. My son's about to have this exact phone in his possession. He's 7. My daughter's got an iPhone 10X. There's no restrictions on none of their phones. Because why? So I can tell you, I don't trust you, so I restrict all this shit. Or I can say, because they're going to go to school and someone's not going to have it.
Yeah.
Someone's not going to have it. And they're going to see, and they're like, well, why don't you trust me? I'm like, I'm going to trust you. Go ahead. I had to dig through trash cans to find porn.
Yeah.
Here, son.
Here, let me make it
Go
easy
for it. But, I mean, in the end, if...
Well, that's the thing, though. You're
I'll
making
take it
it
back
too
to
easy for him.
How many girls or guys did you remember back in the day they got held back? You can't do this, you can't do that. And once they got let out in college or the free world, they either turn into raging alcoholic maniac douchebag dudes that are crazy as shit, or they turn into girls that just fucked everybody.
Whores.
Which is nothing wrong with either one of those two dudes, as long as they're not hurting nobody. But what I'm saying is,
if that's how they want to react, and that's how they discover the world, without hurting people, by all means.
When you put restrictions out there, it's you tell me no now, I'm like, bitch, watch me do that shit. I'm 33. You know what I'm saying? And when I was younger, I was worse. Now at least I have some sort of filter in my brain.
We haven't grown up at all, dude. We still ride kids' bikes.
No, exactly. But I'm never going to, as long as my body will carry me. But like I was telling my wife or somebody the other day, it was Nick. And we went to the Bahamas with another couple. And I was sick. Not sick, but for some reason, just nose is just shit. But, and I was like, dude, I already know how it is. When my daughter's 15, 16, and I notice there's that one guy that comes through and she likes and blah, blah. There's going to be a point where you know what's going on.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you do? I'm like, what I'm going to do is grab that little dude and bring him in real close, somewhere alone, and go, hey, dude, I know what's up. I know y'all are fucking. And you probably just need to make sure you wrap that thing up. Make sure you don't ever hurt my daughter. Keep her protected from everybody else that's an asshole. And do the best you can to be a good dude, and we'll be cool. Because I can't stop you from doing what the fuck you're going to do anyway. But I'm going to let you know that I know. Be safe. Don't be stupid. Make sure she gets home. And if you ever break up and you come back crazy, I'll fuck you up.
He'll fuck you up. Literally, like, the conversation, like, you know, had this come from 18-year-old Kyle Barnett, none of us would expect. I mean, because that was, like, it was intimidating but realistic and, like, actually potentially helpful. But, like, we would just, you know, graduating with you would just assume we're like, oh, you're dating my daughter. You know?
Yeah.
And,
well, I'm going to be realistic about it.
But also, you could go to prison for hitting a 17-year-old.
I don't mind about that. For her, dude, it was what's crazy when it comes to for kids, for sure. But for her, for some reason, yeah, I would choke a little kid out.
Yeah, I've like, yeah,
no problem. Like
I've had like, I wouldn't say
I would regret it shortly after.
Like, you know.
Like I would regret it after and be like, I'm gonna go into prison for choking a kid out. But then I'd be like, you know,
kind of worth it.
When it comes to your daughter, for some reason about your daughter, you're like, it makes you like super. Because Deegan's kind of an asshole sometimes. He wants to be, you know. He can be an asshole.
It's easier for I feel like for a dad to get I don't want to say detached from the boy, but like you know.
I was a boy.
I know they don't warm your heart like your daughter would.
Well, actually, he does, but yeah, not like her. No.
Yeah.
Where it's like she can do bad shit, and you're just like, yeah, but you know, I mean, she's okay.
Yeah. What's really stupid is I actually, when me and Ash got pregnant, I was praying for a daughter. I don't know why. I mean, she had 2 boys, and maybe I was like, okay, I got boys, we're good. But like, I used to just like, I didn't want a daughter. So you know, because with a kid, you got to worry about a boy. You got to worry about one penis. With a daughter, you got to worry about literally every penis in the world.
You got to make her smart though.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to school her on punk bitch dudes.
Yeah,
like
no, let her know how to scope out a fuck boy and stay away.
Well,
from
like
him.
when he comes in, like when if Brecken brings over some little douchey dude, and I can already tell this guy's like the kind of guy we just fucking smack around. I'm like, after he left, I let him have their fun, do their thing. I said, baby, come here. Come here. Look at that guy. First of all, look what he drove up here. You see what he drove up here?
Yeah, that's the most important thing. I'm sure.
Oh, and we went swimming. And did you see the sparrows tattooed right there above his dick roots? Yeah. And you said when y'all filled up for gas in your car, you filled your car up and he stayed in a text. Is it really the kind of guy you want to be around? Sparrow dick root guy that doesn't fill your tank up? Come on. What happened to Brandon? That was a cool fucking guy. Played football, lifted fucking weights, had a job at HEB. He'd been there 8 months. He made like $15 an hour. He came and picked you up. He walked in, knocked on the door, shook my hand, looked me in the eye. What happened to that guy?
Dude, at one point...
Wait, what did he drive?
At one point,
a truck.
You
it's
had
fine.
a 5.0 and wore a trucker hat.
I know. I couldn't imagine seeing the fucking...
Think about the conversation.
Would you kick your ass if you were picking up your daughter?
At 17, I would grab my little curly hair and be like, you little pussy ass dude.
That curly hair.
Are you going to fill up, Reed? Will you top me off with a little Crown and ice and Sprite? Thank you, sir.
Alcohol, too.
I need an ice bucket in here so we can just keep it all in here. If you find something to put ice
just
in.
Just like roll back from the mic and kind of make a little something.
He grabbed a crash dummy car. Yeah, no. If I came up on myself, like if a guy just like me walked up to pick my daughter up, dude, honestly, I was real respectful though. Even when I was a crazy fuck, I always looked you in the eye. I mean,
handshake.
Yeah, I mean,
yes, sir,
I was.
no, sir,
I understood the whole deal. I would never
yeah.
disrespect nobody.
Yeah,
I wasn't that guy. I knew better than that. But I also,
I was never the bad boy.
I also realized though, as getting older now and having a daughter, I don't ever want to lose any kind of physicalness to where a young kid walks in and I try to like put the intimidation on him. He's like, "Bitch, I'll fuck you up." I want every guy to walk in and be like, "Dude, you seen Brecken's dad?
He's so vascular.
That guy will fuck you up. Like, yeah. Like, I want to be like having a Muay Thai bag hanging every time some guy comes over. Make sure I take a bunch of pre-workout, do a bunch of push-ups before they get there, and just right when he walks in, just start doing kicks.
Twitching.
Yeah. And she's like, don't worry, it's my dad. He's just being stupid.
Your wife's like, honey, why do you have to break
why
a
are you
door
working,
every time
Why are
she
you
brings
working
a
out
boy
with guns
over?
in your hands?
This is what I curl with, AKs.
Yeah. I just don't even, I wouldn't even worry about that because the guns aren't even scary. I'd be more scared of a dude's like hands.
Yeah. Like you know.
Michael Brown had a dad. Remember Michael Brown?
Oh, yeah. I know Michael Brown since
Do you remember his dad?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I remember
That
him at
guy.
like age 5. Yeah.
Could you imagine that guy going, hey, cut it out? And you're like, whatever you're
Actually,
doing.
I grew up. I had one of those dads. He's just he doesn't say many words. The ones he does are important, and it's very deep, like voiced. And I mean, he would, he was one of those that just give you the stare. I mean, he'd get on to me, and my friends would also obey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Like, remember Arthur March's dad?
I never met his dad.
That's a scary man. Too.
I was about to say I've heard stories of his father.
Yeah, but I want to be one of those. I want to be the cool dad. I want the boyfriend if he's
I don't
cool.
want them to be
now,
totally
if the boyfriend's cool, then I'll be cool. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm really lucky. I know this is way after the fact of. To me, it doesn't matter how old you are. You never stop. I wouldn't say necessarily being scared of, but like respecting the woman you're going after's dad. I mean, but it also helped that my wife's dad is a fucking beast. I mean, the guy they live in Monahans. He used to run like 5 or 6 miles to the sandhills and sprint. And we're talking 3 years ago.
I mean, he's in his 50s. Back.
Yeah, like he's just a built dude, just a house full of guns and crossbows and places to put you and everything. And I've never met a nicer guy. I mean, like the first time he met me, I think he had kind of heard about me via his other daughter, and luckily the rest of the family liked me and stuff. And he was just like, "Hey, Ryan, very nice to meet you." Blah blah blah. Just super nice guy. But I was like, man, I'm so glad I'm on your good side.
How would you not like you though?
Brian
It's
Curry
happened.
feels pretty called out that we're talking shit about people with sparrow dick tattoos.
Oh, is he on? Is Brian on right now?
No. It's different, Brian. The sparrow's on your actual dick. It's not sparrows pointing at you.
No, yeah, these are like
There's a difference. The other ones are like the male tramp stamp. Yeah. Like
dick root.
Dick
Like-
root.
Like
Let's
it
get
looks
that in the
good when you're
dictionary.
22
All right,
and
guys,
still
if
have
you're watching,
obliques.
don't get sparrows or stars right here.
Oh yeah, yeah. My daughter, like, I don't know why I would see. I don't have a daughter. If I had a daughter and she had a boyfriend, and I for some reason saw him shirtless, and I saw stars on his hips, I'd be like, is he in a successful screamo band? Then get him the fuck out of
Right.
here.
Oh, and the dick root, that was
Are
originated
there
from
any
the
of
Joe
those
Rogan
still around?
podcast.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's no successful. I knew the answer to that question. There's no successful screamo bands anymore.
Well, yeah, so getting back to what we were saying
Sorry, what were we saying?
about like your daughter and a guy. So getting back to that, I just want to make sure she can recognize, have enough discernment to see douche, cool, but he's still kind of a dick. Cool, but he's kind of fucking ugly. Cool. I want her to be really
The
picky.
ugly one, that's the one that.
I mean,
That's the winner of her heart.
and that's fine as long as a dude can like. Here's what I'm worried about.
Take
If
care
my
of your daughter.
if my daughter's walking down the alley with a dude, and she can fuck him up,
Yeah.
you know, I want to make sure like if somebody comes, at least the dude will last long enough that she can get like 100 yards away.
A safe distance.
Like just give her like a good 15, 20 seconds, man.
Yeah.
Or win. That would be better. Winning would be better.
Yeah, winning would be better, and then call her back. Hey, babe, come on back.
Don't worry, we're still going to the movies. I fucked that guy up, took his wallet. Like, it's on him.
Also, I mean, if Batman and his parents taught us anything, don't walk to the alley to and from
That's
movies.
true. First of all, you know
Jesus.
what? Looking back at what I said, being with the kind of guy that wouldn't take her down a fucking alley.
I just like I'd rather her,
I feel
I'm
it,
just,
both of
at this
those.
point I'm talking about your daughter because I don't have one. I'd rather her just date a guy that's smart enough to find safe routes, like just an Uber with a 5-star rating. Like that's how you get to movies.
I hope my daughter never is into a guy like me in high school, or up till about the age of 26 or 27.
You at 27 or her at 27?
How's
anytime.
your daughter?
11.
Oh, so you at 7-Eleven. Where do they go to school?
Santa Rita.
Oh,
I
okay.
almost said Parker because they started at Parker.
Oh, my kids went to Parker too. Oh.
I actually
Another
next weekend's
at
homecoming, and my daughter has a date with a boy. They called her a foul name last year, and then I found out about it, or maybe a year or two ago. It's been a while, and I would say I can't say one word because I'm not the right color, and I'm pretty sure he's not.
But he still called her that?
An N-word bitch. He called her.
Did he at least throw an A at the end of it?
No, I think it was a hard R.
Ooh, hard R. Yeah.
So I kind of like and you could have called my little girl like a dummy, and I'd be like, so I lose it, and then I got friends that
Especially
I got friends that are teachers there, and I get all crazy, and I get on talking shit, and I end up meeting the dad, and he thought I was going to beat him up. He was a really nice guy. I wasn't going to beat him up. I just overreacted for like 30 minutes.
yeah.
But now they're boyfriend and girlfriend at 11, which is weird.
So
And
like
I'm taking them on a date to eat dinner and then to the homecoming game. Me.
So yeah. So are you gonna bring it up?
Condoms?
No,
No, 11.
Whoa.
no. The N-word bitch.
No, man. He's a kid. He's probably just flirting the best
But
he
like,
could.
are you sure you're not gonna get face to face and be like, "Hey, man, I'm glad you're taking her home." As soon as she walks off, be like, "I knew you called her a nigga bitch."
No, you should like grab him and do the exact same thing he did to her, but make him wonder.
I already met the
Make him
guy.
know
I will
that
say
he
the
knows.
most intimidating thing I ever got
He
told
knows.
while I was taking a girl on a date was by her older brother, and he said, "Whatever you do to her, I'm gonna do to you twice." And I was like,
I thought about telling him, like, if you go in to kiss her, dude, I'm leaning in and getting that kiss. There will be no homecoming magic for you, fucker.
"Homecoming hand holding." That's where it stops.
What? No.
Homecoming hand
I don't
holding.
think she would. She's terrified. She's
Not
terrified.
even hand holding.
She's afraid.
Just high five.
She's just happy. She's like,
Well, she's like what, seventh
She-
grade, I guess.
no, 6th grade. No, 5th grade. She's a 5th grader.
No, she's in San Jacinto.
No,
Wait, where-
Santa Rita.
My bad. These drinks are good.
Well, you had that one that
I make
Reed
him
made.
strong.
Oh yeah.
Whatever Reed had, it was like that shit right there is the kind of stuff Cowboys drank and went because
That's what they did for their cold.
as he takes a sip,
lead belly.
he goes, "That's my sipping whiskey." After I drank it, I go, I drink it like that little Crown.
That was your sipping whiskey. I fucked up and I put Sprite in it and chugged it. 'Cause I
No,
was
see,
nervous.
that's why.
Nice.
He put Sprite in it. He didn't put Sprite in it. I took a big old chug and it was terrible. I mean, it hurt. It hurt for like 10 minutes.
That's
after.
why it looked like I figured you had Apple Crown too.
That was the first drink I had of that Apple Crown, and you literally said Apple Crown. I was like,
I
what
was
is
like,
that?
that's not
What is
my
that shit
drink.
in my mouth.
That was way lighter than this drink. So I was like, I guess he had Apple Crown too. So I just mixed them
I
both
don't.
in
I
Apple.
don't think he was ready for that. No, I think.
I did not expect like Johnny Appleseed to fuck me in the mouth after a sip of Crown.
I need to
fucking
have.
hate
I need
green
to have Brian
apples.
Cruth on here.
Brian Cruz.
Is he just blowing it up?
No, he's not.
Oh, I thought he was.
He said some shit. Kobe Gleghorn talks some mad shit about you.
Oh, did he?
That sounds right. That sounds exactly what Kobe Gleghorn would.
He wants to know how you stay in such great shape and that you like hot dogs and penis.
Well, it's the penis. That's what burns calories.
Uh-huh.
So, no, it's
He's
Kobe Gleghorn.
he's a dad,
I'm gonna say
and-
this because he's watching. The guy always built like a brick shit house. He's just gotten big.
Kobe Gleghorn said that.
Yeah.
He got big.
No, like that.
Like
Damn.
No, but I wouldn't fuck with him. He'd beat the shit. He's huge. No, he's awesome. He's up in Ohio with 4 kids. I think his oldest is.
I kick it with his cousin Nick all the time. We play VR.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen Nick in years.
Yeah, that dude's awesome.
Yeah, he's good.
Well, everybody knows when you have a kid, you got like a good year of just eating like shit because you're not
Yeah.
prepared for anything like a kid ever.
I pretty much eat like a 6-year-old anyway. So I can cook it myself
Capri
now.
Suns and
And I
just,
can
like,
use the
hot
shark
pockets.
stuff, but I'm pretty much,
Me and my
Oops, all
wife were
berries,
at
Captain Crunch.
just nothing but marshmallow Lucky Charms.
Count Chocula's in season right now. I don't know if you guys know.
Yeah, it's challenging.
And I hear it's a good year. It was a wet year for Count Chocolate.
And Boo Berry. I don't know.
We were me and my wife were at a wedding 2 weekends ago, and down in the Woodlands, and it was our very first time to be away from the infant, and it was terrifying and liberating at the same time.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the 4-hour drive to where the wedding was terrifying, and then once we found a bar, it was liberating. We were just like,
This is what
we
it's like.
have a baby. Let's go do weird stuff in the hotel.
Yeah.
Anyhow, but like, so we're just kind of, the Woodlands are crazy. I don't know if you've ever been there. It's like the
wife's
area
from
we
there.
were. Really?
Yeah.
Nice. The area we were was where the hotel was. You couldn't find the hotel. They just on the interstate. They just have a sign that says, "Here's your hotel," and you have to find an entrance into the forest, and then you find your hotel. And like, we magically found Wings and More right next door. Well, so at the end of the night, we're all drinking down at the bar, and nothing's open around there. We don't want to venture out because we're drunk. And luckily, the hotel had like a snack fridge and
Those
shit.
things are amazing. Whatever hotels do that now, they're fucking
they're
awesome.
Yeah, clutch, man. And in fact, actually, I
Some have microwave food.
I won't stay
Yeah.
one that will go. Yeah, exactly. This one didn't. So it had Hot Pockets. It probably had other food, but like brand recognizing, we're like fucking Hot Pockets. We grabbed like 6 of them bitches and some Gatorades for the next morning and went upstairs. And like I don't remember anything after that, but I woke up and I had like skin hanging down from the roof of my mouth. Oh. Like my tongue was numb because I just got over anxious with the Hot Pocket. I was like, it's ready.
Oh no.
Lava. Chase it with Smirnoff.
So how much
Nice.
do you say you drink in a week? Let's be honest
My
here.
doctor. This is why you put me on the spot. Now,
Dude, most people drink every fucking day, all the fucking time.
I always see
The
these
average
things
human
like
does.
they say like the average is like 3 to 5 drinks a month or something.
Fuck
or
you.
something stupid
Whoa.
like that. Like they act like that's what's healthy. Like, okay, well, no, the average American is a liar. No, I don't know.
I have all
try
my
and keep
friends
it on
drink.
the
Almost all my friends drink every day.
I legitimately only drink on these podcasts, and when I do, I drink an entire bottle of whiskey and eat pancakes.
I don't blame you for avoiding these podcasts. This sounds super bad.
I avoid people in general, but digital people, you guys fucking creep me out. You guys fucking creep me out.
And y'all are so angry.
I fucking hate you.
No, I probably we especially since we.
It's okay.
When me and my wife first met,
When you put the truth
was
out
just
there, it
like,
helps
we
people.
just treated weekdays like weekends.
Right.
Nice.
That's how it should be.
We moved in together and. See, that's professional. Blew it away from
I
the
noticed
mic.
you did
I
that
already
earlier.
fucked up once. I did
Earlier
it
he
once
did that.
already. I'm sorry, audience. You got a lot of pictures at Woofers and Tweeters, speaking of all this partying.
Okay, hold on.
No,
No,
the bar.
like,
You
here's
said
what
the
sucks.
bar.
No, it was Woofers and Tweeters. And here's what sucks is so they got bought out by
By what's his face with all the bars.
the bar mogul of Midland. I'm
Hey
sorry,
now.
sir. No, he so he bought them out, and like for the longest time, they had all like the pictures in the back, and the bartenders I knew up there, Michelle, she would always she was like, yeah, they're in the back. Hooper, just come on back and look whenever you're ready. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go sing "Date Rape" on karaoke, and they never got around to do it. And now I know they're in the fucking trash. I mean, they literally. I think they had those fuckers for a year. They've got to all be in the trash, and it kind of makes me sad.
There was a time where we tried to get as many pictures as you between me, Reagan, Potter, and Havens.
Yes, yeah. Y'all had y'all were the next.
Havens carried that, I'm pretty sure.
What's weird is I was in no pictures, and then there was like a summer to a Halloween that I was in just all the pictures.
All of
And
them.
I mean, I was like, my membership here has been valid for 4 years. Why am I just now in pictures?
That place.
But I
was-
also dressed up as Reba McEntire for Halloween.
That place was something else. I remember going in there. I was dating a girl named Laura. She got first place for her Halloween costume. I got, or she got second, and I got first. Either way, we didn't get third. And I was a nerd, and I wore like green cheerleading shorts with green suspenders and some tucked in super tight, ridiculous kitty shirt or something. Glasses, it was a super cheap outfit. But the reason I won is you could see my nuts. It was like a full camel toe.
Yeah, I know. Sex sells.
Yeah, and I think the reason I won is because there was another dude that had a dope ass outfit, but they said they were asking me something, and I'm hammered, and all I remember saying was something like, best part about this outfit, you can see my nuts. And I just pulled them up as tight as I could.
Just like elephant ears sticking out the sides.
I got $100.
Man.
I got $100. I think Laura got like
for.
200 or $300. Yeah. Yeah, the beer drinks were good.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
The difference between you and me and him, we wouldn't have won that Halloween competition no matter if we said that or not.
No. I mean, that's the difference between 50 Shades of Grey and just like rape. Like, it's fucking as if you're charming and like handsome, or if you're just like, if you want to put on these
Look at my
handcuffs.
nuts.
Yeah. Here's my later hosen showing off my junk. Yeah.
So horrible looking hairy white legs. Kneecaps are covered in hair.
I'm telling you, man.
I just look like some like
Oh shit!
raptor with vitiligo, just multicolored. My
It was
shins are
just
dark,
it was,
but my
it was just our
thighs are
night.
bleach white.
See, but a guy like me would totally vote for you guys. If I saw a guy like you get up there and pull your nuts up like that, I'd be like, holy fuck, that dude better get the $100.
I did get $100 from Woofers one time. They had it was a Christmas sweater competition, and I feel like I did,
That makes
borrowed
sense, though.
one from my friend, and she had made these. It was just those plain Walmart ass sweaters, like green, and then she put like ornaments and shit on it, and she installed a battery pack to make it light up.
That's
And
sick.
so me and her won first and second, which I should have just said, well, it's all yours because I'm wearing your sweater. But I was like, no, I want to win something. And then they were like, well, y'all just got to have a dance off. And so she, being way more attractive than me, but like just kind of not the type of person I am, she just kind of danced like, like a
And you showed your
palm
butthole.
tree. No, I fucked the Christmas tree at Wolfers.
Yes.
I got under it and I
Yes.
just grinded it until ornaments fell off.
Until prizes were given.
And of course, being the gentleman I am, I split the $100. But
Yeah. Hey, we earned it at that point.
no,
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
At that
Like,
point, it
I mean,
became a competition.
I
You humped the tree. Now, if she'd have humped the tree, you couldn't even have got up there and done a dance.
no.
If she'd have if she'd have laid down and humped the tree, everybody like Ryan, just
I
fucking
would've
give her
left
the money.
bar and become Mormon. I mean, that's my only choice.
Right.
I don't know. I would pick that joke religion. Not joke. Some of our
That
listeners
joke
may-
religion.
I just think of the
Yeah.
South Park guys. So Sonic the Hedgehog. That's pretty cool. You got a little Sonic there.
Did you see Conan O'Brien though? I got Conan O'Brien,
Conan O'Brien.
and the Bane is the new guy. I just said
Yes.
that today.
I could have swore when I came in here I grabbed a toy, but I fucked up.
Yeah, so what's the deal with the
honestly,
toy? I saw you and Rob almost rip apart Stretch Armstrong. By the way, I'm a dick. The only podcast I actually watched. I watched a little bit of Joel's, and then I got a phone call, and I forgot. And then I watched a good part of you and Rob's where y'all like rip apart Stretch Armstrong, but you couldn't rip him apart.
No.
Dude, apparently he's made of
You can't
astronaut
name drop
shit.
Rob Bivens if you're getting in trouble by the police, by the way.
He's no longer.
Yeah, it's like now that he's left, like
Yeah, they're like, fuck that guy kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like they were
because
happy.
most people when I was watching the podcast, I was kind of thinking to myself, most people leave the force when they're like either retire or they're just like
He left because he
Or
wanted to smoke
they're-
weed.
yeah.
Can you still raise the roof?
I don't know, but
I mean, you can.
Where did
I
you
don't
get
know.
this?
I don't know if it's
Did
cool.
you see? Did you see some of the treasures in that little box? The real crash dummies and stuff.
Yeah, I was trying to get the car to fuck up before I went and got more
did
whiskey.
you
Yeah, I was listening
you
to
see,
the crash test.
Jake the
dummies, and I
Snake?
was thinking about
You can't get
Jake the
this
Snake?
all off? You can't get this troll naked. I want to actually get this same thing
Look at
tattooed.
look at the
right
ass
here
on that troll.
to where I can dye my armpit hair and make it a treasure troll.
Look at the ass
Well,
on
are
that.
you gonna bejewel like a
Holy
mole?
You know,
shit.
you know. What
Because I have a
Holy
mole on my
shit.
armpit and I could bejewel it.
I don't think I have a mole, but can I pierce that?
What I would,
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a surface piercing.
what
It
I
looks
rather,
like-
what I rather do
Pinching
is
it
get
and it
a.
hurts.
I'd rather get a tattoo of a lady laying down on my back and get one leg going this way and the other leg up my arm.
Oh man.
Boom.
Oh man, that's a
and the
painful
smell
one.
would match.
People at the river be pissed about that one.
Pissed.
Hey.
Dude, I found the people at the river pissed about everything.
If you
Just
would,
about,
if
yeah.
you would tattoo anything on your armpit, I would be like, dude, you're a bad motherfucker. That is a hardcore spot.
Just right here, and I'm gonna do like Matt and just numb my arm with that weird shit to where the tattoo guy's pissed. He's like, wants you to hurt, but you're just sitting there sleeping.
Yeah.
I
Just
saw Matt
kinda
Martin.
nod off.
I saw Matt Martin get a tattoo, and it lasted like
Oh, the cross, that one, I saw that crazy lady
on
with
his
that
ribs,
one.
and he was skinny. This is back when we were in high school, dude. We were like 18 years old. He's like 95 pounds. I can see ribs when he lays down, and they're on his ribs. It's like 9 hours. It's 6, 8 hours. It's a long time. It's over 6 hours, at least 6.
Yeah.
And I saw a grown man. At the time, we're kids. We think we're grown. We're not grown.
Yeah.
And this grown man walks up to Matt and just hands him some pills and says, I don't give drugs away, but you need these. Because Matt's going in and out of consciousness.
Crazy Larry's a crazy guy.
And Matt, he was like, you want to
Call
stop?
Matt
And
for a
Matt,
reason.
dude, shout out to Matt for fucking having the nuts to keep going because he knew if I stop, I will never finish this. It hurts
Yeah.
too bad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in
Like
it
you
to
would,
win it.
You
Dude,
could
it-
never psych yourself up to return to
Dude,
that
it was the
shit.
size of his whole rib cage down his hip. It was huge.
I really just need the face, and it's gonna be like prison tattoo status because I don't have that pain tolerance. I probably do, but I don't want to be in that.
What you should do is just get some tiger eyes
I'm gonna
inside
let
it.
Matt's kids do it.
No,
'Cause
get
they
some-
know how to work a tattoo gun now.
Get some tiger eyes inside your armpit, like a tiger looking through the jungle.
Actually, fun fact, I think
Shave it first and then do it.
I
Yeah,
saw Matt
and it
Martin.
grows
His,
back.
Kids go to.
I'm taking
they go to
donations.
Emerson with my
I'll
kids.
do this
I
shit
saw him on
live.
first day. I was
Emerson,
like, hey,
I think. Did they go to Emerson?
yeah, Emerson.
They did
Blake
move.
Palmer.
They just
Yeah.
moved. So, yeah.
We moved too. So the first year, I got I guess prison tat kind of on my ankle. This chick that my roommate was friends with, she like had a tattoo gun, never given a tattoo, and I was just in this weird place in my life where I thought that would be a good idea. I was like, bring it
Yeah,
on.
hepatitis is cool.
Well, she took it out of the packages. I watched the needle preparation, and it actually. Here's the worst part: is I made that decision sober. I did not end the tattoo sober.
Welcome to the club, friend.
Dude, it was
what the fuck?
So it was
That's my
on.
phone.
It was right on my ankle. Here, I'll just.
Oh, anarchist.
Anarchy.
Super fucking lame.
So no. Here's the. You can't see it. But it says peace, love, and anarchy. Like peace sign, heart sign. The heart sign is faded because she did the heart sign
Okay.
pink. And so it was peace, love. I just wanted a free dumb I just wanted a dumb tat just to have.
Got one.
Yeah. Oh, super. No, I fucking love it. But like and then like seriously like serendipity. She just came in to my life and was like hanging out with him. And one night she was like, "Yeah, I got this tattoo gun. I've been like practicing on pillows or something. I don't know. She doesn't even talk like that. I don't know
Been
why.
practicing on pillows.
I don't know why I do that voice. But she's
That's my voice for every female.
so seriously. But so she just so I was like, well, hey, I want a tattoo on my foot. And she's like, okay. And she goes, what design? I was like, I will tell you tomorrow. And so I'm sitting there in some class or something at college. I was like, drawing out. I was like, that's very simple. Peace, love, and anarchy. It's funny. It makes no sense. It's not really that funny. But anyway, so she starts the tattoo. And what I learned because I have one on my shoulder, and the difference between like a tattoo artist and an artist with a tattoo gun
Oh,
is
yeah.
touch.
Yeah, heavy-handed.
Heavy.
Oh, heavy hand. Fuck, I swear to God, you could fillet the skin on my foot and see it etched on my bone. Because, I mean, she was, I started this shit sober. By the end of it, I'd killed a better part of a 20-pack. My buddy just kept handing me beers, and I was like, oh, my.
Just for those two anarchy symbols?
What is it? Well, I'll show you. I don't want to get up again.
But I mean, I'm not just
Come
you,
on.
but
No,
her.
seriously, no,
It
it
took
was-
her that long? Like a 20-pack to do those?
Yeah.
That sounds
Well,
painful as
I was,
fuck,
I was
bro.
drinking pretty fast, though.
Oh,
but no,
holy
seriously,
shit.
it did take, well, actually, because the ink, like, I think, I don't know what it was about her tattoo gun, if it wasn't charged or what it was. It was like, it was, no, seriously, it was not going.
Oh, my God.
She carved my foot first, and then she added ink later. Like, she had to go back over it.
Oh,
And,
my
like,
God.
Yeah, Bud Light was the only thing that kept me from
Yeah.
vomiting blood. It was
We had a lot of fun.
She had to re-ink it.
Yeah, she didn't ink
Yeah.
it the first time. Yeah.
So she just
Best
needled
leg.
you. Just nothing.
Just straight up scarred it up.
Correction. She
Tribal
needled
stuff.
the fuck out.
So she was drunk. She was drunk.
Oh
too.
my
She was sober too. It was
Oh
it was
my
her first
God.
time. I can't blame her. It was her first time. You know. Here you shoot blanks on your first time.
We oh my god, we had a really bad night in Dallas this January when we were riding bikes, but Matt Martin.
That was a good night. I don't know what the fuck you're talking. Me and you for sure had a good night.
yeah, it was a good night for us. But Matt Martin has been down with surgery problems for till like 4 weeks ago. However, he's had a lot of free time to let his kids learn how to tattoo on his legs. Fuck crayons. It's pretty awesome, I think. Matt has at least 3 new tattoos.
Is he a tattoo artist?
No.
But he wants
He
to
literally bought his kids a tattoo kit.
Yeah, they
fucking
let him
awesome.
they
They
let
tattoo
him
oranges.
rip it on oranges and potatoes first, and then they got to use his dad. And
what
the tattoos look
Oxycontin will
pretty-
do.
The
I would
tattoos
love
look
that,
pretty
though.
good compared to the Anarchy side. I'm not gonna lie. And Maddox's, I forget what Maddox drew. It was like I think it was like a happy face, but it's pretty damn dank.
That's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
I met.
Oh, my God.
I remember I watched
No,
Brian
he used
Cruth,
it.
who was on here, get a tattoo, which no homo, but I have matching on my shoulder. It's from a band. I didn't get it to match him. Yeah, I did. He was cooler than me. Whatever. But
He's
got
cool.
it,
He's
like,
cooler than a lot of
fucking-
people.
Yeah,
He's cooler than me too.
he's got us all
Dude,
3 chopped.
real quick before you finish your story, that guy introduced me. He changed my whole life by introducing me to 2 things: Sublime, and that the fact that you could huff the CO2 out of the top of the whipped cream cans if you didn't push it just hard enough, and you could get like a whippet effect.
I'm pretty sure that time you woke me up at that house party when you were covered in toothpaste, asking like he was about to beat the shit out of me. Did you fucking do this to me? Covered in head to toe in toothpaste. Pretty sure it was Brian Caruth. To this day, I think it was Brian Caruth. I almost got my ass beat because of you, but Al Barnett was covered head
And
to
I
toe.
think
in
we woke up
toothpaste.
that morning.
It
and
sounds
said-
like something, Brian.
I'm sorry, we totally cut your story. Was
No. But what's really funny though, he didn't introduce me to Whippets, but he did introduce me to Sublime as well. I wouldn't say introduced. 'cause,
that's
I mean,
life. That's fucking
He introduced me to real Sublime. Like
That's-
I bought the one of the
self-titled-
Still, it's still a good album.
And then
but like
40 Ounces of
40 Ounces
Freedom.
Freedom and Robin in the Hood. Are
Dude,
way fucking. I mean,
dude.
just hold on the
That's
world.
life changing shit.
Yeah, I remember the summer.
I would be a
remember
totally
vividly.
I would
despite
probably
the
be a
alcohol and drugs.
football driven Nickelback listening to fucking I don't know who the country guys are now. Like Kenny
All
Chesney.
those-
Well,
all-
I like him. I like his island music.
But like the Florida Georgia line,
I would be
kinda,
that
like,
fucking Texas Tech douchebag alumni dude without Brian Cruth and Sublime. I'm telling you right fucking now, I was on that path.
But quick
I was-
question though: do you think that
I was wearing
football
high.
driven would have gotten you into the pros?
Yeah, but I'd be
Fuck
a
you, Brian
douchebag.
Ruth.
No, fuck
I-
no.
I-
Because he quit fucking football because of BMX.
I would have never done that without Sublime, but I did.
Whatever.
Without Sublime, I would
YOLO.
never did. Yo, they
But which one's cooler?
no.
I mean, yeah, which one pays more by a substantial
Okay,
amount?
let's put it this way: if they say you could be a professional football player, but you got to be a total douche, like I'm a douchebag. Like when you meet me, you're like that guy's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
douchebag.
Shout
Or-
out Cedric Benson.
Or I could be sitting here with you. There'd be some bad motherfuckers on that one. Or I could be,
back then.
or I could be sitting here being the same dude I am now, being with you and Reed doing a podcast in Midland. I'd much rather do this shit because douchebag is not cool.
Yeah, no shit.
Hey,
So-
I didn't say Eric Winston because he's a cool guy.
So,
Yeah, everyone says
so
good
Sublime.
My first day of high
Brian,
school, I ran into
and you know what else?
Winston.
You-
elbow
No, you know-
with my forehead because that's how big he was.
You know what else Brian Caruth did for me? Other than that, is he had a Diamondback bike, and I kept breaking skateboards because I was a little bigger. I could do some tricks, kickflip manual, kind of over the little small part or the manual pad. But I'd snap the middle of the boards all the time. I always get toy machines. And then Brian I saw bikes, and I was like, I can ride a bike, it won't break.
Yeah.
He let me borrow his bike for like 3 months until I got my own. He's like, yeah, just take that.
And he got an ugly mongoose.
So without Brian Caruth, I probably wouldn't even ride bikes. I would have never quit foot because what happened was like I missed like two days. So it's like before school starts, we practiced.
Yeah.
I missed 2 days of it, and I did.
Blasphemy.
I rode
the
bikes.
Rebels.
Yeah, for Parchment too.
Straight
Oh,
up.
yeah.
I rode-
Parchment? No.
Yeah,
seriously.
and I rode bikes with my friend, and he brought me in. And I was supposed to be like, I was doing good, man. I was gonna be a starter and all that shit for varsity, and he was like, You can be here with your brothers, or you can be with your little gay friends riding your bikes, kind of just. And so I never played football from that day on.
He acts like y'all had streamers and baskets that you picked berries in.
I rode bikes with my gay friends from then on out.
Hey,
I still do.
Wasn't PE fun? Because I got kicked out right around the same time.
And then I went to PE with Reed, and I beat the shit out of this dude in the locker room.
Brody Melton.
No,
that was that little that stoner kid.
I beat the shit out of this dude that was running his mouth.
Stuffed him in a locker.
Stuffed him in a locker.
Like
legitimately in a locker.
Typical.
Not a full-size locker.
Football fucking
sitcom
ass.
style.
No.
He was being a dick.
Because that guy gets the full-size locker in the TV shows. This was one of the half lockers that we had.
He was a dick, though. He's been a dick to everybody, and he was like, I forgot what he did to me.
No, here's exactly what happened. You got punched in the face by some unknown stoner.
To this day.
And you came looking for me who punched me in the face because I was also a stoner. Like, I knew every stoner in the goddamn fucking
You're
school.
Connected.
And I'm like, I don't know who punched you in the face.
That's my way in.
So then we're still talking about it.
So this is like CSI of high school.
Well, me and Reed at this
clicks.
point, we've been together. Me and Reed have been putting out content like this. We made comic books as kids since we were like kindergartners.
That's awesome.
So that was my connection into the stoner. Like
Either way,
Reed.
he was telling me the story, and the kid next to us getting dressed for PE starts laughing that Kyle got punched in the face. And Kyle just turned around and started stuffing the fucking kid into the locker. And I'm like, that's what you do.
To this day, he may or may not have even been the person that hit you.
No, definitely
He
wasn't.
But whoever did that, shout out, because you got away with that shit. Smooth.
And whoever didn't do it got stuffed in the locker. Kyle owes you a steak dinner.
We also
fuck that
cornered,
guy for being an asshole.
You know the closet where
Laughing
they
at my
keep all the
downcomings.
dodgeballs and basketballs and all that fun shit? We once trapped a coach and a
No,
kid there.
Brody.
Yeah, and a kid and a coach. And we just dodgeballed the coach and the kid till they like locked themselves in for shelter.
Dude, it was everybody
PE was the best
in
shit
PE
ever.
had a basketball, not a dodgeball, a basketball in their hand. And the little basketball ballroom is tiny. It's like 8x8.
Should have never let
Brody,
us go to PE.
they're in there, and we're just launching them in as fast as we can. They're just bouncing around, beating the shit out of everything. Even better, one time Reed climbs there's a rock wall.
Oh fuck! Yeah, did you know Lee High School had a rock wall?
Yeah, it had a rock wall.
It's really unsafe. You're not allowed to use it.
Alamo had one.
No, but Lee High School had one that went all the way to the top of the gym.
It was like 25, 30 foot.
Yeah, I fell from at least 20
But
of it.
he wasn't. No one's about to
Like
climb it.
an actual rock wall.
No. It had just like wooden things
yeah.
drilled into the wall.
With
And
grips.
They were kind of shitty, and they might fall out. I had that happen once. Like
It was back in the
cliffhanger status.
70s when people were like,
Maybe.
get stronger or fall down.
Coach Lovelace was a smart guy. He said, never go past this line.
He went
And
past.
I went way past that line.
But the thing is he's way up there, and we're all like, they do attendance. I wasn't used to this. I'm a football guy.
Right?
So we go there to take attendance, and my buddy Reed's up there. Dude, first off, when I went to PE, I was so fucking... It hurt, dude. Bad. To not be with my boys. But then, because like when you play football, it's like your homies. That's my boys.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
So I walk
you see
in,
each
and I'm
other's
like,
dicks in the locker
I'm
room.
walking into fucking
Basically
PE. Like, I'm not the same person I was in, so I'm like walking to PE, like, fuck these pussies. I walk in, and all of a sudden, dude, I'm like, so lucky, because I see Reed, a boy. I'm like, ugh, fuck it, everything is good. We're straight. Yeah, we're good.
I got kicked out of football for smoking weed. Nothing cool.
Yeah,
They
dude,
were like,
but I did
"You
in
can either keep
PE. I
doing that or
did.
go."
Y'all remember Big Justin, the really big guy?
He balled on some motherfuckers one
Dude,
day.
I fucking dunked on Big Justin in PE on his chest. He fell to the ground. If there was phones like this, I would be viral.
We got Reverend Jonathan Brackens to say bad words.
I'm gonna say fuck.
Oh, that's
It was a tag team, but the last thing I said,
cheers worthy.
yeah, he worried about me and Reed thoroughly. Like he was like
I bet that guy still prays for us.
that was if I could go back and play football and have the mentality I have now as a bike rider and continue it through college on to maybe something bigger, I truly believe I had an opportunity. I had the genetics to make something like that with the coaching. But if not, fuck, it's all good.
But where would your knees be today?
Probably the same place. They're
Yeah,
pretty
but
fucked up.
yeah. So they would be like maybe on a more expensive couch getting ice down.
Maybe.
Yeah, but man, if you think about it, okay, if you think about how everything. There's probably something for you. Like I should have did this, but look at you now.
Oh yeah,
Look at you now.
Like I regret nothing.
Look at you.
you go.
Let me tell you somebody that does. Yeah, right. You don't regret nothing. You know why? Because you're right, happy where you're at. And if you didn't want to be, you would leave.
Exactly.
That's the one thing that females don't understand. It's like they get upset. Like, lady, if I didn't want to be here, you can have the kids for 12 days. I'll take my 1 weekend a month. You'll go nuts for the rest of the weekend. They'll hate you when they're 17, and they'll love me. Or you just be happy where you're at and realize that I'm right where I want to be.
That's a funny mention. Like being like having a newborn, I'm just like I could not fucking leave you for more than a day. Like
I don't think I could. Period.
I mean, it's hard. Like
as cynical as Reed is,
if
he had a baby, Reed would probably be the most vicious fuck ever. If somebody kicked Sluggo, I would only want to see. I would not want to imagine what Reed would probably.
You guys
do.
ever seen John Wick?
Yeah. Sluggo's his dog, and Sluggo's like the original OG
man,
dog.
I've had
kick Sluggo
fantasies of like
probably bad.
Fucking looked at my kid wrong. But like seriously, like the first day I ever actually whenever we left him last weekend, 2 weekends ago, I think I teared up. And my wife.
You're supposed to, dude. It's not no homo.
I mean, she's left kids before. No, that sounds bad. She's had 2 kids. She knows what it's like to. It was hard for her still. But like the first time I did, it was my parents keeping him, and I still was like,
dude,
y'all know his bottle schedule, right?
Dude,
fucking weird, man.
Well, let me talk to him. Put them on the phone.
The thing is like I've gotten.
Let me hear his voice. That's not his voice.
I've like been on the way to work. It's dark outside. I get up early and go. My wife will call me and the kids, hey, daddy, blah, 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 say on the way to school. And literally kind of tear up after I hang up, like, God, I got it good.
Yeah,
I got it good.
Big Head's a beast, though.
Yeah, my son is legitimately pretty fucking smart for his age. His vocabulary is insane. He says questions. Like, he'll say shit like, I'm sorry, Dad, that's just so satisfying. I'm like,
yes.
I'm like, what do you mean?
Is saying that voice like Kevin Spacey?
That's totally Deegan though.
It's just so
one time Reed tried to catch him. Okay, Matt Martin's my best friend, right? Like we've been homies since day. We've done this crazy shit. His best friend's Matt's son. One time Reed like test. It was a hard test.
Oh, I forgot about this.
He tests my son's friendship with Maddox, and he I forgot what it was, but. My son looks up to Reed, Mike, Native, all these guys like
so he's fucked.
They're heroes. Well, yeah. They're totally. He's
Dude,
totally
he hangs
fucked.
with like 30-year-olds. I can't wait to see him in high school.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
He sits at the skate park with grown ass men.
And but they're his heroes. He like really, he really looks up to him. So he's like, that one to Reed down. So he's like, and Reed says something like, kind of. He didn't dog Maddox out, but it was kind of where Deegan would have to almost flip on Maddox and kind of be on Reed's side.
Yeah.
Dude, whatever Reed said, I forgot what it was. My son goes like this. It hits him. He goes.
I think it was about scooters and bikes.
He like spits it out real quick. Usually he's like real quick about responding. He's like me. He's a quick mouth. He goes like this. And he goes, and like, I forgot what he said, but he didn't fucking back out on his boy. He was as polite as he could be to Reed.
Scooters are cool too.
Yep, that's what he said.
Scooters are cool too.
Yep, because Maddox is a loser or something like that because he rides scooters. It was a setup, and then he was like, "Nah, man, scooters are cool too."
So your best friend listen to punk music. You're like, I listen to NoFX. He's like, he likes Sum 41. You're like,
yeah, but
Sum 41's cool too.
But Reed gave him down like, yeah, dude, enough for like you didn't cheesecake on your buddy.
Exactly,
You held strong,
man.
son.
That's awesome.
You held strong.
He's a beast.
He's
There's
a little
box behind my house, like a ramp, and that kid's got the most air on it now, I think, other than Adrian, the legend.
Yeah, the legend.
That kid's not a legend, but
We're gonna do no, you can't see this, but Reed made this thing where half my face
it's there right now.
it pops up every minute,
And
stays for
disappears.
45 seconds, and then slowly drops down.
like,
Smokey,
what's the kind of
Mortal Kombat, Smokey.
Oh,
Yes, and it's gone now.
Goodbye, little dude.
Cybot.
Hey, he knows.
Reeds came back for one day, and he came in like packing like fucking Iron Man. Just it says chopping up a KB.
I started to ask, and I alcohol, and I forgot. So what's the deal with the toys? Like, so y'all always destroy them, or
No,
y'all just
it's his
see who
fault.
can collect the cooler ones?
It's his fault.
Not my fault. It's my friend Dave's fault.
Dave's fault. What Dave made us do is look for Elvira, and she's in that box.
Yeah, there's an Elvira. All right, so let me find that bitch.
So what happens is Elvira, like these pops have like a special. You can only get this certain Elvira at the certain stores.
Yeah,
he looks
Elvira, like the queen of the night or whatever.
But
tits out in the
yes,
head. Yeah,
she's in there. But they have all kinds, and this is Reed's actually.
Is this Jake the Snake?
Yes, the real original one.
That's Jake the fucking Snake.
It has the hammer punch too.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Dude.
I used to have that.
Jake the motherfucking Snake.
But
I got the Punisher.
that's a legitimate
He
old school
doesn't do
Punisher.
anything, but he's
Yeah,
like.
he doesn't look like Dolph Lundgren or any of the guys. That's
But this fucking bitch. This bitch.
Elvira.
You may need a
can
refill.
I do. You can only get her at Hot Topic. At that certain year,
Yeah,
and my
can I
friend
have not apple crap.
who has like 400 of these bitches. You know what I want? Use the little Tabasco sauce stuff and hit it twice. Just 1, 2. Either way, yeah, 2 jerk motion. Just jerk it a little bit. You can only get these at the Elvira's at Hot Topic, and we bought the wrong one. That's why we still hold this Elvira.
Wait, what do you mean you brought the wrong one?
There's another one that glows in the dark and it's worth way more. But that's what he wanted, so he's like, "Fuck you! You bought the wrong Elvira. Get fucked."
I would figure she'd have the black dress.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, but
I guess I didn't follow Elvira.
while we were like looking for this, we found out that you could get like the dudes from Big Trouble Little China and Mr. fucking T or Bob Ross or Conan O'Brien. You can get all these dudes.
Ross?
Yeah, there's Bob Ross somewhere over there.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that's my homie.
Spawn.
But either way, we kind of got addicted really fast. I told him I'm gonna kick his ass in a war. I just dropped Elvira. She's dead.
You may or may not have lost a battle.
That's my Elvira. He stole it. So he's losing right now. I don't know if he knows that. He's not here to defend himself. But
Well,
I got way more.
I sent off to my brother-in-law. Sorry, I was being kind of rude looking down. It was my brother-in-law. He has a room where he plays computer games and stuff and shit, and he owns it. And he's this room, I never forget, whenever him and my sister first started dating, they had a duplex and he had a room. And I walked in and it was just Transformers everywhere.
Holy shit, like the old ones?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Damn.
Like he's gone on, he's found the original stickers. There was G.I. Joes like crazy. There was a bunch of comic shit on the wall. He kind of like, toned it down a little bit. He sold off some of the stuff on eBay. I'm sure for a very nice price, but he some of the like G.I. Joe shit. So now the room is just Transformers. It's really cool. He recently got one of those Raspberry Pi or whatever.
Oh yeah, the controllers.
And so he's got it to. He's gonna build this whole thing to where it's just gonna show old Transformer episodes on random constantly. Just
that's easy, but that's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, it's easy. I mean, he's a tech guy for planes. Like he knows his shit.
So he works with Nick. Nick Leghorn's like the head controller at Planes. Like,
holy shit, really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that connection. My old roommate was a controller there.
He goes by Nick the Dick.
Like I said,
like his company name is Nick the Dick because he's a mean guy, and I respect that. But that's awesome. Planes is a cool company, it seems.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. They're super. Like I have a lot of friends and relatives work there.
Let me get back off track because I got a question. 2 questions, really. First one's good, and then the other one's really funny. First one is, didn't you and like your best friend have kids at the exact same time?
Yeah, man. Me and Lance Welch, a good buddy of mine. Best friend. He was in my wedding and shit. Me and him. So what's funny is, actually back way up. What the fuck? So we had is that Macho Man?
That is Macho Man.
Garb. He.
I had to bring it up about that guy.
So me and him he was the guy that sold us our house. And so anyhow, shortly after the house, we found out we were pregnant, blah, blah, blah. So me and his wife, who were really good friends, we had this whole like surprise birthday planned for him in Vegas for his 30th birthday. Like he was gonna get there, and then like his friends were gonna show up. You know, so like we had this plan for months. Then of course me and Ash find out we're pregnant, and like leading up to it, she's like, I don't want to fucking go. I don't want to go to Vegas sober. You know, and I don't blame her. She still did. She's an awesome sport. Whatever. Like it was totally cool. I was even telling Bree about it. Like, cause like, hey, Ash, sorry. You know. So we get up there, we meet them, we surprise Lance. He's super surprised, shits his pants. It's a great party, and then so the girls start talking. Ash is talking about how she can't drink. We haven't told anybody at this point, and Ash is talking about how she can't drink. She's like, yeah, because so the Bree brings up she can't drink either, and then like. All of a sudden, it just slips out that they were pregnant the whole time. Also, and we're like, holy shit! And we're like, what's your fucking due date? We're like June 15th. They're like, we're June 16th. We're like, motherfucker.
What's your son's birthday?
Well, his birthday was May 30th. The due date was June 15th.
It's my birthday.
Really, my wife's is. Oh fuck! I don't want to get this wrong.
Ooh,
No, my wife's is. That's the same day as my.
June 15th.
I hope you're not watching this, babe.
June 15th.
Text me. Am I?
Hey, Jason,
Yeah, June 15th.
That's Justin Bieber, by the way.
We got married on February 16th. Her birthday is June 15th. Yeah.
All of my children.
But like our son's was June 15th. That was his due date. And so what was weird about it is so they ended up having this like the baby wasn't premature, but it was kind of like we need to take him early kind of thing. And so they took their kid like 3.5 weeks early or whatever. And so we had just gone up to the hospital, like, hey, glad everything's okay, like, blah. Like, the kid's awesome, like, super cute. And then, like, 3 days later, my wife's having these pains, and I was like, fuck, man, we got to go to the hospital. She was like, wait, hold on, first I got to take a shower. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? She was like, well, if I'm just going to do my hair and stuff. Babe, you're having fucking contractions. We need to go to the hospital. And, finally, after cleaning the house 3 times over and getting the kids all their, like, lunches ready for Grandma, we finally go to the hospital. And sure enough, they were literally still in the hospital when we hired our kid. And, I mean, it couldn't have been cool.
Oh, wow.
They were even, like, the nurses were super cool. They were going to try and get us a room next to them.
That's awesome.
They couldn't because of booking. But, like, still, like, the fact that we were able to walk over and check on each other, I mean, huge blessing.
Hell yeah. That's super badass. That makes you, like, even more your friends.
Oh, yeah, man. It's, obviously me and him were friends, and me and her were friends way before I even knew the guy.
Oh,
so
dude,
it was
Brianna's
awesome.
a homie. Like,
Oh, you know Brianna? Yeah.
Oh, dude. She's one of the funniest people I know.
Dude, for real, man. Like, and I've known Brianna for forever, and then I met Lance in my later 20s and shit. I knew Brianna I was still a dumbass, like, fresh out of high school, and she was in high school. But, like, them two getting together was fucking awesome, man. It was a blessing. And now it's kind of funny getting to raise a kid alongside of both of them, It's just like, I don't know, it's easier to hang out with them. They get what we're going through because kids exhausting.
Same
time.
Yeah, exactly.
So next question.
wait,
This one's
wait.
funny. This one's good. Do you remember trying to like one up? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Can I pee?
Oh, you're the
Fuck
one
yeah.
that wins. Or he? I bet he
Did
snuck
you-
one off.
Whenever you went and made a drink, did you piss or not?
He lies.
pee, dude.
Yeah, he lies.
I knew it.
This dude can't get halfway out of Dallas before having to pee. I know he.
No, but but in my defense, on these podcasts, I've only peed like a few times out of 22 podcasts. Pretty good, man. And I have a bladder like.
So you've literally been holding him? Holding
Yes.
your piss all this time?
Yes.
Like through 22 podcasts. You've
Fuck yes, absolutely. As soon as this we go, I'm off. I just click the button off. I run to that fucking thing. I pee like I tell all the guys I work with. I talk a lot and I pee a lot. I'll shut the fuck up, but I ain't gonna stop peeing.
Yeah, that's fair.
First of all, by the way, Troll Booty is
Troll Booty.
pretty.
Yeah, I showed the audience already a little bit. Houston Storage Complex.
Storage Plaza.
Houston
Just-
Office
if you
Plaza.
go to your
Houston
Google Maps-
Office Plaza.
Go to Google Maps and like you can click yourself and then share your location.
This guy knows. He used to not know how. Yeah, you used to be like him.
Now I've done better. Reed's coaching me up, and I try. I
yell
actually
at him.
I do better. Like Reed sends me like I have to get this audio onto iTunes and Google Play. And Reed's like, he sends me the link. He goes, wrestle with this shit for a while, earn your fucking keep, and then I'll show you how to do it after you're fucking frustrated.
It's true.
So honestly, it's the best way because the future's going this way. Reed is just ahead of the game.
I got the internet in first grade. My teachers didn't know how to use the internet, and I did. And that's really funny because if you guys, back in the day, in the 90s, if you went to whitehouse.com instead of a .gov extension, it would bring up a porno site. And so 5th grade me knew how to show porn to the teacher and the rest of the classmates.
So what I'm trying to say is, I don't mind the drill instructor style Reed has. I'm used to it. I'm a roughneck for a long time.
I learned that from Jack White, the guitar player. He handed his kid a guitar and was like, go pick a fight with this shit and don't come back till you win. And so that's what I tell Kyle every time. Like, here's your fucking recording console you bought. Go learn how to use it.
And I fucking did. Sounds good, doesn't it?
He read the manual. He told me some shit that I don't even know about it. So I was like, God damn, this dude read the manual.
Yeah, I read the manual and like on YouTube. I went over so many fucking videos of this exact piece of equipment. And if no offense to any race, but if a video starts with an Indian guy's voice, I just stop.
Hello, I'm going to teach you today about how to run the Behringer XP40. And today you're going to learn how to plug it into the PC.
Yeah.
And you're going to learn how to control the volume of microphones.
Each individual, and then like half the time you can't understand them so well. So the best video I found was like 3 minutes long. The guy drew a diagram of how the things enter this board, where they go, and where they come out of.
Signal flow.
Once they did that, I was like, I'm in this bitch.
It's either the Indian guy or like a 9-year-old kid. Hi, I'm going to show you how to do this. And he just hit back immediately. That's about as far as I've ever got.
But going back to what you said, yeah, I fucking fought this shit. And now it sounds amazing. Like
he did do pretty good without me.
Yeah.
I made him watch, I watched 3 episodes and it was like.
Yeah, it sounded bad.
And I'd laugh. I'd be like, ha! Dude didn't ask me for help.
Yeah, but I bug, like I always say, everybody knows, without this, I wouldn't even know what to fucking order. Reed picked all of this shit out. I don't know nothing about nothing.
Joe Rogan picked all this shit out. I just copied Joe Rogan.
There you go. Except for the mics, but I actually like these mics, and I've noticed a lot of podcasts use these mics.
Yeah, but my friend Rick Carson would be mad if we didn't go with those Shure SM7Bs.
Well, at the new studio, that's what's happening.
Dude, we got to do American podcast when we have 7 mics.
We can do. I'm gonna do 5 mics. I'm gonna do 5 SPs, and then
perfect.
And the rest of these for just.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have 5 set up.
5 and 3, yeah.
5 set up all the time, and then 3 will just bust out.
Can we put like a finger bite course right here in the middle of the table and only talk while we're fucking shredding? Mm-hmm. You guys hear that? We're gonna do American podcast.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know what the American thing is, but it's like a BMX.
I could show the American right now because I did some shit. I was like fucking on it. So if I went to like Stream Elements.
So yeah, this is the thing about Reed. Reed shows me this stuff, but there's a lot of I could do this
because Hooper's taking a piss, but I think Hooper's taking a poop.
I think he is number 2.
Yeah, nerves will do that to you.
But Reed's a lot better at bringing this stuff up. Like I can do this stuff. It's just not as smooth. So when I do these podcasts by myself, it's like I just rather not dive off into this. So I have to stop, type. I can't type like he does. It's just a lot better when he's
No
here.
one really can type like me other than other coders because I still chicken pack because I learned computers at such an early age. I still use just my 2 indexes.
That's kind of what I use my thumbs a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes. But if you hear me typing, it's like, blah, 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 blah. But that's still chicken pack, and it's just 114 words per minute.
Right, and I can't do that. So with Reed here, it's definitely
what I'm supposed to do here.
A much better flow. I was excited. I was sitting here. Reed has this thing where he can link into my computer from his house and run my computer. So he's like at home. I was here. He was setting up all the new, like that pre-screen you saw that says, Chopping Up the KB's coming soon. Live is coming soon or whatever. And then the things you see popping up on the corners. Reed's over there doing that. And I think he had a few whiskey drinks.
Hooper's had a lot.
Hooper's his buddy. He's like, you know what? Fucking make me a seat, bitch. I'm coming.
Get a third microphone.
So I threw the microphones out, and
if we go to media requests,
and
I can just say start showing it on the stream, and I'm pretty sure these bastards have to watch us. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look, there's you knocked out.
Yeah, that's me waking up.
Good night.
That's Matt saying why you wear a helmet.
And
Can they hear the audio? Probably not.
I think so. I'm not quite sure. I think if I turned on the desktop audio.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if you can because it might kick us off of YouTube. No, it's our shit though, right?
No, this isn't even YouTube. This is the cool shit. I embedded these, so if we actually go further, you can actually see some writing rather than us just fucking off. Did you go poop?
He's a shy peer.
Gotcha.
Right now, that's me.
This is you dying in El Paso.
Nachos for everybody, or
What's that? Yeah, absolutely. Whatever's in there's for everybody.
no? It was a joke, but seriously, they're for everybody.
What's that?
The nachos.
Oh,
Yeah, tear them up, dude.
I saw those. Hey, your little face just popped up.
Yeah, see, right now we're watching me BMX video in El Paso.
This is you that got really wet after it's the first trick of the day. You got wet and you ruined the whole day.
But dude, I was going big. You gotta give me that. I was really going
I'll
for it.
say that because I wasn't there. We're gonna hide this video
And
for the
nobody
audience now.
wanted to do it because it was full. That water was full of cement and rebar.
Yeah.
And like the one spot I go in the water is the only spot that you wouldn't get impaled by something.
I really wish people could see what I saw in the raw footage.
And dude,
of,
I'm
like,
going so fast.
trash that he
You should-
almost got stabbed by.
I'm going so fast in that water that when I hit the side of the cement, my gloves, the palms of them tore off. Only the tops were left.
Shout out El Paso, Julian and Jose. Jesus Christ, bro. He's got
We're-
Dave beat.
We're gonna start having.
Almost
a-
got Rick's
Shit's
recording
I need.
studio.
You know what I want to start doing? I've been thinking about, especially with you.
He's just like I said, swept.
Oh,
and it's just shit ton.
That's retarded.
that's your brother,
Brother-in-law. Yeah, it's my brother.
Does he
Yeah,
live
it's my
here?
brother. Yeah.
dude.
I
Tell
need
him.
to hang out with that guy and play
fucking
video
proud.
games.
Oh,
with him.
you'd actually love him, man. He that's actually whenever I was telling him about this whole
Those are
thing.
Transformers.
I was like, you and Reed could talk tech for hours. I mean, he's in the process of building his own computer.
Damn, I had to build one on Saturday because one of them died.
Really, he's got one. He's I guess now, and it's very smart. But they have a water cooling system.
Yeah. This one has it too.
Like
I built
with
that for
its own
Kyle.
fucking radiator and shit.
Yeah, that
Like,
one has one. You can see it on the side glass. It's got two big ass hoses
Reed,
going.
Reed built my computer. I'm telling you right now, dude. I tell everybody I feel fucking bad for people like me that don't have a friend like Reed and that's as generous as Reed is with his time and his fucking knowledge.
Yeah.
Because this shit right here would cost so much money without Reed.
Chances are, if
and it would be just impossible to put together.
I
yeah,
grow
100%.
coral for a living, so that means I really, that sit around and watch the grass grow shit. That's kind of what I do for a living. I just kind of sit around and watch shit grow.
Wait, what do you do?
Grow coral from the
Coral-
ocean.
He's a coral farmer. If you want to have a saltwater tank, hit my boy up for some coral.
I
It's
got
like-
that fire, bro.
Dude, let me tell you something. If you want to have your mind,
this.
Hey,
That's
if-
coral.
Hey,
Yeah, close. That's close.
If you want to have your mind blown, sit in front of his tank and realize you're in an alien world and you're watching them live. It's insane.
Yeah.
Take some LSD, eat some mushrooms, whatever you have to do,
Yeah.
and sit there and go
Suppositories.
away.
Yeah, just like watch coral.
Well, you
grow.
realize like, I'm not that unique because that thing is lime green,
guy-
red, purple, and blue, and it
This
opened
guy's
up.
really afraid of the ocean, by the way, and I don't know how he got to the Bahamas by flying
Dude.
over it or getting in it. Did you even get in the ocean?
Fuck yeah, dude. And I was swimming underneath, my eyes open, asked my wife.
What? You opened your
well,
eyes
that
on the
sounds
Oh, my
sky?
eyes.
stupid.
I was, dude,
It
I was
burns.
ask her. No, I was going underwater, and I came in one with the ocean. I was going underwater
Nice.
and grabbing rocks
me
and
feel good.
unbedding them under the water, looking for crab.
That's how you get bit by some shit, though.
Yeah, no
Straight up.
shit.
Like,
Dude,
I
but
wouldn't
That's
do
how you
that.
get like.
I used to be proud because I was like,
I'm pretty
your
proud.
wife, if you got stung by a jellyfish, would your wife pee on you?
"Fuck yeah, she would." Dude.
I
My
was-
wife would do anything for me, bro. I would not be married.
Mythbusters, that doesn't work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, because
As someone who surfed lots of times and lived in Florida, if your friend or anybody pees on you, it doesn't help the jellyfish bite.
I'm gonna tell you right now, my wife would
it's
literally
funny for your friend.
do anything for me. I wouldn't be married to my wife if she wasn't down like she's
Amen.
down. I fought wanting to be married to my wife like a fucking, like the hardest battle. I remember I was driving around because what happened is that me and her got pregnant. Well, I guess she got pregnant. I did all the pushing. You know what I'm saying? Threw that shit down. And I told her back then I was a crazy fuck, and I feel sorry for her. I still to this day feel sorry for her, and I'm so lucky to have her. That I'm like, I'm not gonna be married. I'm gonna be with my son. I'll be a dad. I'll do my blah blah. And then
But you didn't want the wedlock commitment.
no, I didn't. I didn't think that's what I wanted. And so my son comes back, and for 9 months, dude, I'll be honest with you, for 9 months when she's pregnant, I was freaked out, not knowing exactly how to do what I'm supposed to do. So, be honest with you, for 9 months while she's pregnant, I wasn't there. I was a dog-ass piece of shit. So, I wasn't even around. Things would pop up, we would link up, we'd talk, we'd fight, and then I'd go my separate way, being a fuckhead. That's what I was doing. So,
but that was
a long time.
22, something like that.
26.
I didn't see Kyle for almost like 7 or 8 years, and then all of a sudden I'm at Albertsons and he's got a brand new baby. I'm like, hey.
Was that the same day I saw him at Albertsons?
Maybe, yeah.
But like, I literally hadn't been the whole 9 months. My wife's pregnant. She's dealing with everything. All the people talking shit, blah blah blah. I'm a fucking asshole saying I'm not gonna get married. And in my brain, I'm trying to be honest. Like I was always honest. Like I don't want to lead her on. But anyway, my boy comes home. I'm like, hey, let me come stay with you in her apartment.
Yeah.
She was taken care of by herself, and I'm like, let me come be with the boy. I'll help you out. Next thing I know, I'm there. And I'm at work going, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
You're in love.
It
She's in
fucking
love.
hits
Like, yeah. Like, come on, dude. Don't be stupid. And then, so I ain't going nowhere. If I get divorced, I ain't doing it again.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I already put too much into this one.
yeah. I told my wife there's no divorce. Like you want to leave this shit, you got to kill me. Out of love. So what was your next question?
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Do you remember, I think it was our senior year, I'm pretty sure all I had to do was English class and I was done. And I really didn't care about school at that time. But we tried to one-up the English teacher by writing the worst stories in the world. Like, let's go to the office today by writing an English paper.
Yeah, they and I don't know why. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know senior year. Was that Miss Graves?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sophomore.
So I got a notification.
They put us.
I just really hated school.
Yeah.
Year.
She put us in the same group because she's just, I don't know, made some bad choices. I love Miss Graves. But like, no, seriously, like that was ill.
Did you know that
and
she
so
kept those, and she thinks that we're gonna shoot up a school one day, and she's saving those just in case we do, so she can cash in. That's the only way I can put it. But
okay, I was like, do you have validation behind these?
No,
accusations?
I do. I came into town like 5 years after Florida, but my mom was working at Lee, and I was walking by, and I see her, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? And she's like, class. This is one of the guys.
This is one of the guys I told you about. This is the next column. Well, never mind.
And I just sat there like, hi, kids. How are you doing?
Don't do what I do.
Do you like Primus?
Hi, kids. Do you like Primus? Yeah. It was one of those, it was a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
Like she admired our boldness.
Yeah, I just wanted to get
She was
kicked
like,
out of school.
she was like, as a teacher, I can't fully.
I just wanted to get sent home early. I really just wanted to get sent home early.
I didn't forget for some reason because J.R. Gibbs was in that class, and I called him an ignoramus.
Yes.
And she came unglued. I didn't think that was a bad word. I don't know if it was a racial slur for white people. I was like, you ignorant. Do not call him an ignorant.
Those don't exist. Racial slurs for white people don't exist.
Yeah, we got privilege. I don't know if you know this.
Duh.
But it was white on white crime.
All I know
That's
is
a good thing.
No, I love it.
We need
one
more
time
of that.
I was like, while she was like on my desk, like yelling at me, I pointed out that she had a Narcotics Anonymous ring.
Yeah, okay, so somebody thought that was a lesbian ring. They're like, she's
No,
a
that's
lesbian.
NA.
I was
That's
like, yeah, it was
Narcotics
NA. Yeah. Which is
Fucking Reed will destroy you, dude. You don't understand the power this guy's got. Nobody knows that Thanos is my buddy.
Yeah.
I got Thanos. Like he can take
He's ready to snap.
He can take a picture of you, and a picture of a baby, and make your life go away.
All it needs is a Brazzers logo.
All I can say. And he can do that too. He can do that too. That ain't shit. If it's on a screen, he can get it. And there's nothing you can do to stop him.
The internet
And
ain't shit.
If you want to know, if he wants to know where you live and your phone number and your email,
I got it.
got it.
Yeah.
You know why? Because computers rule the world, and that's why I'm telling my
He's
kids.
micro.
That's why I'm telling my kids, get in the fuck
Like I don't watch podcasts, but I watch the Elon Musk like highlights,
Did you watch the Joe Rogan? Did you watch the whole podcast?
Because I was on my YouTube and it showed him smoking weed, and I was like, I gotta see High Elon Mella. Like, I gotta see High Elon.
Watch the whole podcast.
Did you watch that podcast go to shit when he smoked weed?
Oh, I did.
That was my favorite part. Like
he
Like,
said
he just deteriorates massively.
he said he felt nothing. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not really feeling it.
Yeah, right. Joe Rogan's like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like looking at something like off on the table, like, I want one of these. Joe Rogan's like, I'll get you one of those, but hey,
Yeah.
But like,
go
can you
back
say
to the
words?
interview.
You know what happened?
Say your smart shit in your brain head.
You know what happened though is his brain's going so fast. He hit that shit and he goes, "Oh my god!
You know, he's
I can
a
lock
lot-
down on one thing and destroy the world right
he's
now."
a world of shit for doing that, though.
Oh yeah, but Neil Tyson DeGrasse said, "Go fuck yourself, everybody. Leave him alone. It was legal."
It was in California, but how many people at Tesla got fired for smoking weed?
I wonder. I
Like,
wonder.
there's like 6 people that are now suing him for being drug tested for weed and getting fired at Tesla. And he went on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Is there a defense
but,
that
hey,
says
whoa.
"fuck you"? I own the company.
That's
Like,
it right there.
I mean, it's just
you can do
fuck-
what
Like,
you want.
I'd tell you right now, like how many oil companies right here
Right.
in Midland, Texas, drug test their employees for good reason because they're
Hey.
operating heavy machinery and large trucks,
But they don't drug test the IT staff.
because they're smart.
Yeah, because we fix your shit. We
People
know what's in
can't
your
do
email.
that shit.
That's what I mean. Like, I'm not saying like, somebody that dabbles and there's guys that dabble in weed and then drive a truck completely sober the next
Right.
day. It sucks when they get pinched.
I got-
But like the dumbasses that get pinched, I mean, because there's so many ways
But
to
those those
avoid
peop-
one nowadays.
Those people are
that, like,
dumb.
if you're
regardless.
getting fucked on a drug test,
Right.
There's no
probably
getting
your
fucked.
fault. Like
Right.
There's
yeah,
no
yeah.
getting fucked. I once
Yeah,
had
they
a
know who
doctor
they
ask
want.
me
They
how
know
much
who
I
they
smoked
want
a
to get
day.
with him.
Like a doctor was amazed at my numbers.
But like in a time full of guys like me, I'm like swing hammers, build shit. The next 10 years, guys like him are where the money's
They're
at.
gonna be the jocks.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck no. There's a reason I'm farming coral because robots can't do that. Everything you guys are probably doing, robots are going to do real soon. Reading meters, robots.
Oh
Also,
yeah, well, they're already doing it.
robot
No, they're
cranes
already doing.
can't
If you
driving
smoke
trucks.
weed
like,
and-
well, robots
and
already
get
doing
pinched.
that, and well, there's some jobs that robots cannot do. Some of-
Artistic
Please,
jobs.
the lady. Wait.
No, yeah,
Well, like-
you're
Yeah,
like-
fucked
they
there.
can. Yeah, they
well,
can.
like,
Way better than we can.
what are you talking about, dog? I bought this thing called the Magic Wand. It looks like a fucking microphone. If I lay that thing across my wife, she'll pass out.
Is that what's in front of me right now? Is that why it smells like
That's
this?
Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, this-
Conan
it looks like
O'Brien.
this. It's just like,
Hello.
go to bed. It's night time. There's no more for you.
Like calming a raptor.
Oh, if you want to do something real crazy, go like this. After you do that, she has cramps for 14 weeks.
14 weeks.
Way too long. It's not healthy.
So don't wiggle it.
Don't wiggle it.
Don't wiggle it.
Keep it steady.
All I'm gonna say is, if you want to spend $100 on something to make sure your wife hates you, go buy the Magic Wand. It's white. It looks like a
Most people
microphone,
just buy a gun.
It looks like a microphone.
but it's not. It's not. It's a pleasure machine from space. People don't even know. The people that do know that will listen to this at one time will go, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dog.
I've been
And
on
the people
internet
that
a
don't,
while.
the people that don't know are gonna bring it up.
Bring it up.
Watch this. Bring the white one up with
All
the
right,
blue.
I'm gonna search the
He's wand.
magic
Wand. That's it. Magic. Watch this.
wand.
Females, if you're watching, if you it's on, that's it.
the one.
Boom. There it is.
See, at this point, now you need to get paid because that's an endorsement.
Yeah, hey.
I-
we
I'm
totally
just saying,
accept free
guys,
magic wands.
married men. If you're tired and you don't have that in you to get that thing out of her,
This is why Kyle needs the tech guy.
you buy the wand. And the wand will make her happy, and you can go to sleep. And feel good about
Congratulations, we're
yourself.
just banned from Facebook. Oh,
If that bans us from Facebook, then I don't know.
this one right here, the
Come on.
wand right here,
Yeah, the blue. Yeah.
the one on the left.
Yes.
Okay, it's not the Harry Potter one on the third from the right.
I mean, they're all probably the
Well,
same.
you know what, though?
But I'm just
Does the
saying,
Harry
the
Potter
one
one
with
vibrate?
I'm a
the blue,
Slytherin.
the blue and the white one's the one I know I have experience with. And there's two speeds. There's
There's fast.
Now that I
and-
know
Oh,
that
there's-
you
there's-
tagged me in
there's-
this, I really hope my mom
and then there's
Please stop watching.
It's like your Mach 1s already, like right there, same sound.
and if you're really good at it, you just go like this. You're in first gear, and then right when she starts getting real wrapped up in the RPMs, hit her with the second gear, and she's.
I literally think you married a Wookiee.
Chewbacca.
If it sounds like that, but dude, it's something else. So all I'm saying is,
Good.
for $100,
Good for you.
good for you.
And and see, that's how people think that the machine apocalypse is going to come like Terminator
With
1,
dildos?
2, and maybe
Dude, if they would give me,
no, that's how they no, not dildos. They think it's going to be like Terminator 1 and 2.
Oh, no.
The rest of Terminators. No, it's going to be like Waleed, but like dirtier. I mean, it's because machines are going to give you everything you need.
You know how I feel
and
it's
you're
going
just
to be?
gonna-
In the next 10 years, either Russia or North Korea, count my words, Russia or North Korea is going to EMP the northern hemisphere, the northwestern hemisphere. From like Mexico.
EMP, explain.
All right, electromagnetic pulse. You just got to detonate.
I got you.
You just got to detonate a nuke like in the second part of the atmosphere, and most of the United States is out of electricity for the next 22 years.
Well, but they don't have EMPs that strong though.
No, you just need a nuke. You need a nuke. Which,
nuke doesn't
You
EMP.
remember whenever North Korea sent that thing into space and it got into this tumbling orbit? Who's to say that's not a suitcase nuke that'll fall out of orbit anytime soon?
Do you think that
Oh,
has
shit.
to actually pinpoint that kind of shit?
Fucking
'Cause think
Reed's
about-
got me looking at.
Think about like orbit and trajectory. I mean, like the
Yeah. I
like,
played Kerbal Space Program. I got a few guys lost out
I
there.
did too. I got a couple out there.
But have you ever thought about what happens when the United States loses its internet and electricity all in a flash, like when they wake up one day and it's all gone?
I mean, I saw it in Die Hard 4.
And that
It
South
looked
Park
rough.
episode where everyone loses the internet, I go going out California way.
Well,
And Randy,
let's think about that
We're
for a second.
fucked. Everyone's gonna eat each other over some porn.
Unpack that for a
I
second.
tell you what though, that's where the rednecks finally went.
Yeah.
No, if you think about it, like if you really
But
think
they're
about
already
it,
eating people anyways.
could you really imagine if one day you woke up and nothing turned on?
Not even your car started.
Nothing.
Work is really far.
There's no more work, bro.
There's no more work.
Over.
The stock market
It
won't
was
even
people,
start.
What people don't realize, I'm a worm. I get off into shit. And I read a lot, and then I got this buddy Reed, and he's the same way, except he's got his own things he's into, and then he tells me about this shit, and then I start looking into it, and then he tells me more about this shit. I'm like, you guys we're like a light switch away from just, and it's one discovery, like what he just said. If North Korea, Russia does that, figures that out, makes that happen,
Our electrical grid was hacked 13 times last year.
what are you gonna do? No more podcast. No more
No more
that?
porn.
no more Instagram.
No more
no more
Instagram,
porn.
no more Facebook.
No more. All it is human
No,
on
I mean, it's
No
human
more
on
electric
human
stoves.
human on human contact. At that point, you're like,
People are going to kill you for a can of beans.
oh, I'm leaving. I'm going to the woods where there's animals, fish, water,
Yeah, natural resources.
the best you can. But he's right. Like, if you
But,
really
like,
think about
people
it,
in, like, I think, like, actually, like, if we're specifically talking about us here in Midland, Texas, really would be fine. Everybody knows a guy who knows a guy who's got some land. If not, you go a little far out. You're
where's
okay.
water?
But like,
There's no electricity. Where's
What
water?
happens when Midland runs out of water, just like Robert Lee and all those other places?
that's going to be unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, what happens when our water tables get contaminated, if even?
Yeah.
The older I get, I drive around and see fracs blowing black smoke, and I'm like,
Holy fuck.
drilling
man.
rigs. I'm like, okay, like Elon Musk said, all we're doing is taking carbon out of the ground,
Yeah.
pulling the carbon out of the
If I
ground,
did that in my fish tanks, everything would die.
releasing it to it in our atmosphere. At some point, you're gonna have too much.
I totally agree with Elon there. And he also
Yeah.
agrees against AI. I totally follow Elon's
Yeah,
AI.
Eon
Yeah,
against
AI,
AI.
yeah.
I mean, like, seriously, like, how many 80s and 90s movies do we have to have against AI.
Oh my God, Westworld alone.
Has there ever been a positive AI experience? I mean, maybe. Like,
But
okay,
you know what they said, though? Look at this.
Avengers and Vision are like the only.
Hardly though, but Vision.
But like because Ultron was also another AI.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah,
like
actually,
Elon Musk,
it shows the good and bad. Of,
Elon Musk said this though. Like they're talking about chimpanzees, the way we look at chimps, and Elon was like, "Well, how much you really think about chimps or bonobo? I mean, we don't. So maybe if AI was a robot, they'd be like, look at these human things. Like,
yeah, I mean,
look at them blow themselves up and do what they do. We're gonna be over here doing our thing.
Like humans as a whole have compassion, as a whole, and we still do super fucked up shit.
Well,
so like, how do you think it's gonna turn out when something has strictly logical thinking and no compassion?
We die.
Yeah, no, I don't see.
Like they only keep what's necessary,
right.
which makes sense on their part. I don't blame them.
But we're also watching off. You think about movies like.
We're essentially a cancer to the world. We're the reason the climate is getting.
Here's the thing, though. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at animals. Okay. Look at a cat and a dog in the middle of a normal street here. They run to each other. It's fucking on, right?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Now, but look. Me and Reed, or me and you, or me and a stranger can walk to each other, by each other, and totally either be friends, ignore each other, or respect each other's space.
You literally have a reason to hate each other.
but
And
for-
then when
but
you get
for
into
the
close
most-
contact, you might even
But for
stop that.
if you think about
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is, for the most part, humans are good people because we don't just go, there's another human.
Hey, for the most part, it depends on the cat or the dog as well. Because I got a cat right now that's brand new.
Right.
And my dog's gonna love it.
But what I'm saying is, as a whole, humans are good people.
Yeah,
Like to the
we
most
good people.
they might be like fuck that guy, but they're not gonna attack that guy.
Yeah, that's why I always think like the Purge movies are total horse shit. Like, I'm sorry, if all the crime is made, if all the crime is made legal, most of us are just gonna go get drugs that we normally couldn't
TVs.
get, or like TVs and shit. I mean, which when it comes to, I mean, we're gonna steal from Best Buy, and you know, Best Buy employees aren't gonna do shit.
You know what?
When you're trying to steal from
When
like
you
a
guys are
local
looting the
place
Best
where
Buy,
they-
I'm looting like the liquor store and the pharmacy. That's all I'm saying.
I was getting there.
Well, no, see, I believe the
I know,
pharmacy would.
seriously, I mean,
The
like-
pharmacy, I could see people dying of.
What did you break?
Spawn. It's all right. It's Spawn.
Sorry,
He'll be
well,
back.
he'll regenerate.
He'll be back.
He'll be back. He's,
What is he gonna do? Go to hell?
yeah,
But
no
I
big
still
deal.
got Jake the Snake. What's up, America?
Snaking
No,
ass
it's
on.
actually got a hammer fist.
Yeah, but I can't get it to work.
Pull it back. Just pull it back.
Show the camera. Oh!
Oh,
What?
This toy right
Yeah,
here
like
was
that's
held
the
in my
cleanest
hands
with, like,
as a
straight
6-year-old, probably.
What else are you fucking
I
hiding?
got some crash dummies. Not all the parts together, but you can piece a lot together. I got a Wolverine motorcycle.
What's required?
I got. I mean, these toys he's getting out are old. No one even probably remembers the crash dummies.
Dude, the crash test dummies? Like,
Yes.
well, for one, I haven't had I've had the song like stuck in my head for like. Have you seen the movie Tag?
Yes.
You watch the very end where they're singing that song. Once there was a girl who, blah blah blah.
Dude.
Sorry, whenever I hear Crash Test Dummies, I think of that. But I used to have the toy, the Crash Test Dummies.
That's it right there. I have pieces. I have people. I have dummies themselves. That's the
That
car.
was such a genius toy because, like, every time I got a new toy, I was like,
shit
"Man,
has an
how can I
airbag."
Fuck this up.
Yeah, when you smash the front end, back in the day, you could put the car together, it looked like a car.
Has
And then
like
you'd
the
smash
crinkle?
it with the other car. It would just crinkle up in pieces. The airbag would blow out. The guy's heads would bust off.
Yeah, we're gonna fix this right now.
He's got lots of parts, but I don't think it's all. This crash test tummy. That's the motorcycle. It's a sidecar. The wheels are almost all gone. They blow off.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm half drunk. Can I?
I'm like totally drunk.
Is there like a superhero?
holy shit!
I've been thinking about it all
I have-
fucking week.
Do you know what's crazy? Is I haven't.
about it all fucking
I would
week.
say
Kyle's really bad at this.
No,
shit.
I would
I'm
honest
usually
with
the
you.
one that has
I
to
gave
remind
up. I gave up on the question as soon as Reed.
him. Bullshit.
As soon as Reed gave left.
Bullshit detected.
As soon as we stopped doing the podcast, I literally stopped asking the question.
I didn't stop doing the podcast. I feel I got asked not to do the podcast because I got way too drunk one time and started talking over people.
No, never.
That's what we're all
I felt
doing at
like
this
I felt
point.
like Reed was being bothered to have to
No.
bring his ass up here
No.
every Thursday or
Kyle
Friday.
was
or
like,
Sunday.
hey man, you need to stop talking over people. And I was like, fuck those people.
Fuck your guess.
Well, I mean, you got
Fucking punch their mothers.
the only reason I asked that is so you can hear it. Because when you go back, I always go back.
I didn't have a
listen to
camera and like people can't see me or know my response.
Okay, so yeah, the only two I've seen, I saw a brief part of Joel's.
it. Which was, dude, go back,
Which was cool,
go
like,
back,
Joel
go
had
back.
lights. Yeah,
Go
Joel
back.
had
Joel had
lights.
lights, man. That shit
Dude,
was
that was the
dope.
first one. That was the first one I ever did by myself. Reed had
Yeah,
some.
and I remember you're like,
Reed
oh,
had very serious shit going on, and he helped me get that thing going. It actually worked good, but go back and listen to that one.
and I watched Bivens.
Rob.
Yeah.
Rob's was fun.
Also known as Rob.
I love that guy. I
Dude, he's
really
awesome.
do.
That was cool, and that's when I kind of got to see. I was like the superhero thing and the pulling of the Stretch Armstrong. And,
Yeah, we fucking
Yeah.
had stretch up.
yeah. But anyways, regardlessly,
So,
I think
what
Rob was,
superhero power would you have picked?
yeah, I've been thinking about this all week. I'm on the spot.
Yeah.
No, it sucks, man, because like I think of it very like I don't want to say in a shallow way because like I don't want to be a superhero my whole
With
life.
great power comes great responsibility.
I know, and that sounds exhausting.
said some old
Like
guy in a
I would
movie.
really love
Hey,
to
that
just-
old guy died and came back, and he was a wizard.
I couldn't do that. No, because this thing is, I want to help people, but like, I
So
don't
you're
wanna do
thinking
that
like
full time.
You're thinking like a
I don't want to
legitimate.
do like, yeah, I want to.
You're actually like going for the hero part of the superhero, because I would totally go supervillain. I'm sorry, but I would.
That's just Reed. That's why Reed says a
See, I
good
just don't have
counterpart
that-
with me. I'm
I
super
don't have
nice,
enough
and Reed's
spite.
like, yeah, watch this bitch.
Yeah, I don't dislike that many people. Like I would probably like trip them. Okay,
everybody.
so I'm just gonna say it. I've known it for like since I knew this question exists. Unlimited telekinesis.
Whoa.
I
Ooh.
mean, just like
Professor fucking X over here.
oh,
Wait a
no,
minute.
that's
Then you know the
totally
fucked up things in my
That's
brain.
totally- like we're like Jean Grey. I don't know, like just really like I almost to a molecular level. You know what
Yeah.
I mean. But here's the stupid shit I would do with it. I would, like, I don't know, I'd probably just be a kicker for the Cowboys and be kicking 90-yard field goals and lining that shit up like, oh, what? Like, it's 4th and 10.
Zone in-
We're at our own
let's
3.
zone into
I
Bunny.
got it.
I got this. Like, I would be fucking up people's fantasy leagues, like
Have you
left and
seen
right.
like Logan, where Professor X is being held in Mexico, like in this,
Oh
like,
yeah, in
in a
the.
Faraday cage, but all he's doing is like ranting off like infomercials.
Does that not? I'm sorry. Like the whole time I'm watching that part of that movie, I'm like, that's just Avery Bullock from American Dad, high on coke.
Yeah.
Like he's just like like the same voice.
Whoa. There's a X-Men movie with Professor X that's losing his shit.
Have you not
No,
seen
have you
Logan?
not seen Logan?
It's one of the saddest.
I've literally
It's one
only
of the
I've
saddest-
only
No,
watched it one
there's a
time.
reason why.
I only watched it one time.
I watched Native cry.
Spoiler
Native
alert.
almost cried because hold on, if you haven't seen this yet, fuck you.
haven't.
Native came up with this great idea to tell me at like the first 22 minutes of the new Star Wars being out that Han Solo died. He's like, haha, Han Solo dies. And
How are
I,
you
like,
still friends with this
I
person?
sit there for like 8 hours
My
before
kids did that.
before my movie ticket, like I
How
already
are
know
you
Han
still
Solo
okay?
dies, and I'm like watching the movie,
Put him
like
up for
waiting
adoption.
for the fucking guy to die. And so then Logan comes out, and me and Mike are pretty heavy Marvel fans, so we go see Logan.
First night.
And like Native comes over, like, oh yeah, we're gonna watch Logan on DVD, and I'm like, yeah, and Wolverine dies.
That's not even a shocker.
And he's
X dies. Xavier dies. Xavier dies.
oh yeah,
when
that's
you
the best
fucking-
part. And then I was like, and Professor X, and he
Yeah.
sat there all sad, like. And then he watched the whole movie, and I watched him like waiting for it like 6 or 7 times, like sad. Like, he knows it's going to happen, but he doesn't know when.
Yeah,
And
that's the
finally,
worst
when
part.
it happens, I'm like, this is what it felt like when Han Solo died, you motherfucker. I hate Star Wars, but this is some bullshit.
Yeah, like you know what sucks about watching a beloved character die
Dumbledore
is
dies on page
not being
167.
not being surprised that they die. Like,
Dude,
you didn't
it
even
pissed
let
me
me
off
like
so
feel
bad.
that. Like, this is a person I've cherished. You didn't let me just feel that.
I
Like,
never
real.
even watched Star Wars until I was like 25. And then when I finally watched it, I was like, Han Solo's cool because he's like a fucking smuggler in space. He doesn't
Yeah.
give a shit.
It's like that guy
And
Firefly.
Then, like,
He's the
Native's
best.
Native says Han Solo dies in this one. So then the whole movie I'm watching Han Solo like, when are you gonna die, you bitch?
You're gonna die, you piece of
And
shit.
then he gets there and shows down with what's his face, and I'm like, this is the point where you die, eh? And it pissed me off so bad. Like at the end of the movie, I was just mad.
My kids did that to me. My kids
I
told
did
me.
it to you.
Oh, spoiler alerts in this.
For Infinity War, I was like, yeah, it's cool and all, but everyone dies.
But not everyone died.
I mean, anyone that reads the comics knows that
right. Well, I
half
guess
of everybody died.
He
That's
has-
how I
But
felt.
still,
I'd
but
seen
like
the
I
comics.
didn't. But also, like,
he has
like,
the whole.
MCU
He has the
has
whole
become
book.
its own
I know,
animal.
he knows the end. My son has the
good
whole Infinity War on book. Comic. It's like all the comics in
Yeah.
one book. So if he wants to know, keep reading, son. You'll know how it ends.
You'll know.
It's
just
one of the
how
best
awful-
sagas next to The Killing Joke. Which, if you've never seen The Killing Joke, is one of the best stories ever made.
I heard the cartoon didn't do that.
No, it was
wasn't that
terrible because they changed it up.
Oh,
But
that's
the point
horseshit.
where like the
Yeah.
Scarecrow makes Batgirl like hallucinate to a point where she kills herself is amazing.
Yeah, and that's the one where Superman punches a hole and soaks his heart, but it's really his wife.
No, this is where the Joker finally wins and Batman kills Joker. Batman finally kills someone and it's the Joker.
Yeah, but I thought. That was,
There's no Superman as far as I know.
okay, you're probably right.
But that's like one of the best stories ever. But that's Frank Miller, the guy who wrote 300.
Yeah.
Frank
and-
Miller's a beast.
yeah.
And
all his shit's dark. All
Didn't he
his,
also
he had-
write Sin City?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dark motherfucker.
who did the Dark Wolverine comics?
I don't know if there were any. Like
Oh,
I'm
no,
sure there
Logan.
were, but I
Oh,
don't.
man, Logan.
I never read them.
Where he used to bang Jean Grey behind Cyclops' back.
Yeah, but that was in like the Saturday morning cartoons.
Wait, they never showed
kinda.
him banging her.
No, he did in the comics. Oh yeah,
well, no, but like
He'd be
not in the
smoking
Saturday
he'd
morning.
be smoke. No, in the comics he'd be smoking a
Smoke
cigar.
I
cigars.
didn't read comic books until like after college. And,
Oh.
and Raymond Martinez, the guy that runs Raina's Deli.
Well, I did when I was real. Yeah.
When I was a kid, I did for sure.
I did when I was a
I
kid,
lived
but
with
not-
that guy, and in the bathroom he kept Cable and Deadpool comics, which got me into Deadpool. Deadpool's like my favorite, but
That's the
Cable and
best,
Deadpool
man.
are amazing, like because they can interdimensional travel, and Cable like sends Deadpool to like dimensions full of clowns, and Deadpool kills clowns all day. Shit's fucking hilarious.
Cable is one of
Bunch
the
of
best superheroes of all
dinosaurs and
time.
shit.
And
Cable
Josh Brolin, dude.
and
Dude, Josh Brolin, I mean, seriously, like the motherfucker needs an award, an Oscar, I think they're called, this
Deadpool?
year of just annihilating two characters. Dude, so good.
I mean-
because he did Cable way better than I did not want him to be Cable when I first saw him.
Yeah, but I didn't want
I was-
Ryan Reynolds to be like Green Lantern, but he's an amazing Deadpool.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like Josh Brolin was
Yeah.
a great Cable.
Josh Brolin's an amazing Thanos.
No, okay, so here's what I want to say, and I was waiting for a microphone to say it. I think it's just how I feel. I think Josh Brolin's Thanos rivals Heath Ledger's Joker.
All day.
Thank you.
All day. Heath Ledger's Joker was just a fucking reanimation of what's his face right over there, Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, just preying on dystopia.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like that whole I'm just fucked up. I did admire it. I mean, obviously the acting portrayal was amazing and
As
stuff.
someone who worked in the film industry, if you look into Heath Ledger's Joker, he ate painkillers all day and watched Clockwork Orange on repeat in his trailer. And that's all he became was fucking what's his face in Clockwork Orange. I forget his name.
Droogie Woogie.
Yeah, he was a Jude, but
Yeah, I
either
can't remember
way,
his name.
he
Yeah.
came out, and if you watch it, if you know that, if you watch Heath Ledger,
The charisma, the almost like dancing to show tunes while you're doing your
Holy
crazy shit.
fuck,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
amazing. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
it's
best
great.
DC movie since DC started making comic book movies. Holy fuck. And I know Brandon Martin would be mad because he loves the DC fucking universe, but they haven't done it since fucking what's-his-face started making Batman movies. Since Marvel, yeah, Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan's Batman was one of the best sagas.
Oh yeah.
Holy fuck.
They fucked up when they stopped short of Tim Burton's doing a trilogy. I mean, his first two were
and
great.
even then, Jack Nicholson's Joker sucks compared to Heath Ledger's.
Yeah.
And I love Jack Nicholson's Joker, but Heath Ledger's is fucking scary. And you know how they made it scary? They played fucking inaudible noise, like at a certain frequency, like a high-pitched whine. Like,
yeah, exactly.
noise.
Like, yeah, that
Anytime
kinda,
he's on screen, next time you watch the movie, listen for the noise.
it's kind of the whole thing, like that gives you like that perfect feel for the
makes
end
you
of
uneasy.
Infinity Wars. That like when everybody's dissipating, you just get this hum. It's not a soundtrack. It's this feeling of like there's no music. There's no sound, so to speak. Like there's just this feeling of uneasiness.
I have a pretty extensive degree in, I don't want to say art, it's in science. My degree is in science, but it's really a glorified art degree. But if you've ever looked at the science in sound and color, you can fuck shit up. Like
Oh yeah, whenever you're like,
McDonald's has red seats with orange and all that shit for a reason. Red appeases the appetite, but yellow and red together makes you want to get up and get the fuck out of there.
exactly.
The same reason with Heath Ledger's Joker and Thanos stuff. Just playing loud, weird frequency noises makes your head feel uneasy, but you're trying to follow a plot, but it makes you feel fucking sick.
It's weird how things like that take place. I mean, like in when Stanley Kubrick did The Shining,
I love that movie.
they intentionally filmed it to where like the layout of the hotel makes no sense. And like subconsciously, like you realize you're like, why am I uncomfortable? Like because your brain in its
That Hotel
even its
1?
depths doesn't follow what it's supposed to.
That Hotel 1 just went for sale for like $2 million or something like that. And 2, if you've ever been to San Antonio, there's a really old hotel like Civil War era called the Minger. And it has the same carpet as the Shining Hotel. And it'll fuck you up. Like, it's a scary fucking
I'm like,
Okay, now I'm
that
caught up.
shit warps you. But,
Yeah.
well, another thing too, you're talking about sounds. So I read a really great Cracked article about like the theory of ghosts and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
There's a certain and you're a fucking human computer, you know this shit. But like, there's like a megahertz or whatever, that certain decibel or whatever I'm trying to think of, that literally like slightly vibrates your eyeballs. You can actually
ultrasound.
see. Yeah, it's an ultrasound. You can see trails. Like, you know, if you have like one of those squiggly things in your eyes, it magnifies it.
Have you
which a
ever
lot of people
looked at
attribute to
that?
being a ghost
or something else. They're called floaters.
Yeah.
But some people feel floaters or something else. You know
Yeah.
when you see like a little squiggly in your eye?
Yeah,
like,
they say it gives you a feeling of. Say the megahertz mimic the same ones that come from like the low parts of a tiger's roar or even like a volcanic eruption. I think it's kind of an evolution thing that told us to get the fuck away from there.
You guys maybe not know it, but I kept it pretty low key in high school. But at the time we had those shitty Nokia phones. You know you could buy ringtones that were only audible to people like 16 or younger.
Like in high school, I remember my
In high
friends
school
showed me that
age?
shit, and like when we were like 24.
Okay.
They were like,
In high school, we were able to get ringtones that were audible to like after a certain like in your 30s. You go to a concert and you get a ringing in your ears. That ring is a swan song to the frequency that you're never gonna hear again. If you know that. As someone who went through a bachelor's degree of like sound and audio and all that shit and all that other stuff, if you hear the ringing in your ear, you're never gonna hear that sound again. That's a frequency you're never gonna hear again. That ringing
like
sound
once it happens, it
is
destroys it.
Is your cochlear hairs dying? That ringing sound is them dying. So,
Whoa!
if you've ever heard that ringing sound, that's a sound you're never gonna hear again.
Oh,
But
it's like your body goes, I got that sound. Fuck that
it's
sound.
dying. No, you're never gonna hear that frequency again. But back in the
It's
day,
awkward. My ears are
you
ringing
could
right
get
now.
ringtones in only
What do I
one
do about
frequency.
this?
Some guy would like export an audio frequency at 1400 kilohertz.
Oh, so
So
you can hear it.
ages 25 and under could hear it, but ages 25 and over couldn't hear it. And that's how we would text test answers to each other, but the teacher couldn't fucking hear it.
No, it sounds
And
good.
now I'm like, I feel bad.
No,
Like, no,
it
I feel
sounds
like
good.
it's too many megahertz,
No, it sounds good.
kilohertz.
The thing is, like,
Fucker
there's a
hurts.
meter right there that's I can go, bah! It's still not clipping. We're good.
Because we tested it.
Trust me, I know about that shit for sure.
He read that manual, and I told him to.
Yeah, I know for a fact the sound is motherfucking good. Everything else, I have no idea. I can get that thing to turn on the video.
You hit the
That's
power
it.
button.
Well,
Sets it up pretty good.
I can do the restream. I can do the codes, the basics.
He fucked up a few times with like adding links in to like get the weird overlay up, but
Nah, well, yeah.
9 times out of 10, Kyle's got it because he read the book on the mixer.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's it. I'll give him that.
And then the video stuff, all this extra is not me, but yeah, I've done my thing. Dude, we're 2 hours in.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah,
2 hours,
You-
7
you-
minutes.
You ain't lying, man. This shit does fly by. Like
You
I was
didn't-
so fucking nervous.
I can tell.
And here I am, like half drunk. I'm like, oh no, we'll just talk about like Thanos and
like,
shit.
exactly.
I'm sorry. I really just that's what I've been thinking about this whole time.
Thanos?
Knowing that we were going into this podcast like a month ago
Yeah.
when you asked me to do it, is I really just want to talk about Thanos. I mean, just such a fucking compelling Josh
my
Brolin
favorite.
Thanos to be specific.
Let
And
me-
that's why
I mean, was he
I'm
wrong?
literally saying things that everyone already said on the internet,
No.
but it just feels good to say it out loud.
I mean,
And
Kyle's
it's
finally
out there.
seen the movie, but if you really
Kyle
get
has
deep
seen the
into
movie,
it,
right?
if
I'm a big comic. I'm a nerd.
Yeah,
I'm a nerd, dude.
Yeah.
if you
You're
if
probably
you
more-
get into it though, Reddit as a whole, which is essentially if you look at the human centipede, do you know what
It's
that
true,
means?
yeah.
The human centipede, like
I can't wait to see how this.
you feed one person and they poop it out, and the next
Yeah.
person that's a centipede. Reddit is the second chain in that human centipede, but Reddit did a thing where you could join a group called Thanos Wasn't Wrong. That's what it was called. Okay? And they let like 6 million people in. And then they deleted half of them. And I'll let you know right now, I survived the deletion. I am one of the purest.
But
the
here's the
hey!
question: do you have survivor skills?
No. Fuck
The internet,
Spider-Man.
the internet is
Fuck
not
Spider-Man. He's dust.
Let me.
That was the hardest to watch. And you know what
It's
the
the
best thing
hardest
was?
to watch.
I was reading something. They're like, well, why was Spider-Man so drawn out? Like everybody else was like, hey, what
Because
the
of
fuck?
the Mr.
Spider
Tony
sense.
Stark.
No, because Spider sense.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
and
right.
like whether the director said this retroactively or not, they were like, well, he's got Spider sense, and so he was like, hey,
Holy shit.
Mr. Stark, something really fucked up is happening inside me.
Yeah.
Hey, oh,
It was
I'm
so
turning into
sad.
Frosted Flakes.
But what
Like,
happened?
the fuck, where do I go?
What happened to Aunt May Marissa Tomei? That's what I want to know. 'cause
I want to
She's
see
done.
all of it,
She's
man. Like
done.
I was kind of just. I don't know if any of y'all. Do y'all watch the Agents of Shield?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
Have you
love
ever
it.
seen the timeline? I'm a nerd, but I'm not like a super comic book nerd. I'm more like a. All right, so what do you,
MCU nerd?
When I say the Force, what do you think? May the Force. Okay.
Be with
what do you
you.
say?
That's what I say.
I think the force is equal to the mass times velocity times acceleration. That's my kind of nerd. The
Physics.
nerd.
Physics.
You guys are the Star Wars nerds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, 100%.
Well, you also caught us on some
100%.
cultural.
Okay.
You also caught us on some cultural shit. People literally say, "May the fourth be
but-
with you."
but-
the fourth day of
But,
May.
but
Alright,
the
here we
older
go.
the older I get, I become more of that nerd.
All right. So, but when I see all this other shit with fucking Spider-Man and all that other shit,
Yeah.
it's fucking crazy. It blows my mind. But when I see like the Force and the Force may be with you, I think of a whole nother thing. The Force may be with. But on the Spider-Man sense, I think that I think Marissa Tomei's still around, but I think Spider-Man's done until the next one. But Iron Man has that.
Well, yeah, because you have to. Well, not even
Iron Man
of
has
course. You're
science.
looking at like a whole like you're just talking about just good storytelling. Like you gotta leave the grieving aunt.
You do,
Until he
but
comes
also Iron Man's still alive, and Iron Man
He
loves
has to have
Spider-Man.
that guilt.
Iron Man has that guilt.
Oh yeah.
He's got that green gem essentially
Oh, yeah.
soon, which can bring it back.
Oh yeah.
Turn
See,
my
you
head
think?
a
I think it's the Soul Stone that's gonna bring it back.
Reed knows how this shit works, but he gets drunk.
It's
He's like,
me.
Yeah, I've had a little bit of whiskey.
Yeah, our sound guy's drunk, so we're still telling her how
No,
this
there's-
is gonna go. What's my radio
Hey.
voice?
So and so
it makes you want to do that. Every time you get in here, like, so it's 106.9. It's The Cure. Y'all coming through with some Nickelback. Here we come. You know,
I've once heard a strip club DJ be like,
1077
"Hey,
is the quiet
I got
storm.
Tarzan main stage."
that happened, and I was Tarzan.
Coming in here's Trixie.
His name was CJ the DJ. I did a spin on the
Hey.
stripper pole.
We got a Tarzan coming up mid stage.
He's like-
and I got Chastity on stage 2.
the ironic name stripper.
Yeah. Laser and Blazer.
I get virginity and faithfulness on stage 4.
I wonder if back. I always think about when I was in high school, and I remember hanging out with you, and I always think about. I never thought in a million fucking years I would have a podcast, essentially a radio show.
I mean, Brian Kruth may have taught you how to hit nitrous from a whipped cream bottle, but I taught you how to hit nitrous from a nitrous bottle.
But he sure did. So
Fuck you, Brad Cruz.
so here we are now. Children, married, podcast.
Like adults. Yeah. This is fucking cool.
Hardly.
No, seriously,
Hardly
I have
adults.
been just bragging to my friends about you. I'm sorry. You know what? Retrospectively, I should have shared your tags.
It's all no,
I
it's
don't know how
fine.
to do this shit. But no,
fine.
I was telling my wife, she was like, "Well, how did he come up with this podcast?" I was like, "Cause when fucking Kyle wants to do something, he just fucking does it."
One time,
I was like, and it doesn't hurt that Reed's a goddamn genius of sound and shit and made it legit. Like, not just
For
like
real.
Kyle yelling into a phone drunk in his basement,
Right.
which we have in
We
Midland.
didn't have enough people to ride bikes
In the
one
front.
time. And then Kyle was like, yo, you're all gonna ride bikes with me. And we're gonna videotape it.
That's the truth, man.
And we were like,
He's a selfish
okay.
bastard, but everyone followed him.
Dude, honestly, like
He's
I
making him
am.
a
Well,
president.
here's the thing: is I have Merkin BMX started with me back in the day, wanting to ride bikes. Everybody, I'm a social person. I
didn't
can't.
have a bike. I just needed one to keep up on.
So I started riding my bike again, and there's like 4 guys that rode bikes. They're all kids, and I started talking to them because that's how I am. I started a Facebook page, and then I got Reed involved. It was when Reed got involved, it turned into something like way bigger. And then I listened to podcasts. Joe Rogan's the most, and Joe Rogan said this thing. He was like, "Everybody should have a podcast," and I was like, "Dude, he's right." Like,
It's like the New Age Diary, but with
Right.
other people.
A
right?
couple of those kids went to jail, though, but we need to shout them out.
Yeah, shout out Spicy Ketchup. They're good kids. And Tanner, but Tanner, man, my boy Tanner's back out and he's doing good. He's legitimately just doing good. But the podcasting came from like, I love you, I want to talk to you, but when do I get to see you?
Yeah, like we.
Never.
Yeah.
So now I get to see you.
Yeah,
And now
I was
gotta-
gonna say that's like.
now I got to drink whiskey with you. You're mine.
yeah, we're inside each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And
we're just 69 in metaphorically
Yeah.
this whole time.
And so that's what.
Beautiful.
And I'm not gonna stop doing it because.
No, you shouldn't, because it's a great way to reconnect with people that like.
Well, people
you genuinely enjoy their company, not
Mhm.
to be like cocky or anything, but like you don't fucking hate them.
right.
But like
They're
you just
interesting.
don't see, you don't have a reason to see.
Well-
Like I have nothing against them, but I wouldn't mind seeing them some more.
I don't hate.
No.
Yeah, I don't hate anybody, and I just it's people I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Even if they don't.
I have no idea why you're
You're
interested.
hilarious, bro.
Like, you literally
Come on.
fucking had Rob Bivens on. That guy is an interesting cat. Rob, talking to you. Oh, hey, actually, I meant to say this. I wish you would have just asked about my shirt. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, I saw your shirt. You walked in.
That's a bearded man punching a bear. That was when me and Rob were on an indoor soccer team over in Odessa called the Mountain Men. MEOW 10 Men. It is a giant man cat punching a bear. And how that came about was fucking Rob. Like, I came up with the name. I'm just gonna be a dick and brag about it. But like, Rob was the one that got the graphic together and got these shirts made. It was awesome.
Who did the graphics? Because
I don't know. You have to ask
They're
Rob.
terribly good. They're
No,
terribly good.
Rob pieced it together on the computer and then showed a guy and was like, "Make
Right.
me a shirt.
Well,
Make me 11 shirts."
While we're talking about shirts, and you have a bear, I have a bear. Crazy.
What? And he's got a monkey, which is like a African bear.
My bear says,
African bear.
wait, my bear says only you can prevent dad bods.
Not
Also,
me.
I like that. Like, yeah, I was gonna say, why does Smokey have fucking vaguely vague?
He has a six-pack, doesn't
a
he?
6-pack ish. Show it to the camera. I don't know. I'm not the producer. Why am I telling you this?
Actually, at the next at my house, my house is done being built. The studio's gonna be legit. I have 4K cameras, so what'll happen is when you talk, only they'll see your face, and then when I talk, they'll
Are you
only
fucking kidding me?
see legit.
How are you doing that?
Legit. The board. Just board. You push the button. One.
The apprentice has become the master.
He's like, hey man. Well, he knows how it works. He showed me how to find the board. He was like, you're gonna need this for that to work. I'm like, oh, so there's like a conjunction between the cameras and the computer? He's like, yeah, there's a thing. It's like a mixer board, but it's for video. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And I'm like, you mean there's not just a magic box that makes these images so we can all see them and I just push a button that says share and it's that easy? What the fuck?
It's never that.
It's bullshit that they make the shit so goddamn hard for stupid pieces of shit like me. It's like, hey,
never
you
that
gotta
easy.
buy this, you gotta buy this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And I don't mind buying that shit. But the fact that I don't know what the fuck that shit is from day one, unless I had Reed, if I wanted a podcast, it would be on a phone. It's not like dick, and you'd only find it on a cast box, and that's fucking it.
That's it.
Rock the cast.
Sorry. That's true. It's like, Jesus.
I want to give a shout
Why
out.
the fuck in 2018 can't it be so goddamn easy to just
Hey, are
have a
people still
podcast?
watching Reed? Or?
Yeah. Michael Murray's at least watching, and I love that guy.
The best part about
I love Michael
well,
Murray.
the best part
Michael
about
Murray
podcasts
showed
is
me Slim
you don't
Slow
get views
Project.
until days
Whoa,
after.
Joe Zubia's band.
Yeah, which was really funny is I didn't piece it together till like 3 years after I worked with Joe Zubia at Abuelos.
That's one of the
And I
most
was like,
talented dudes in the
What?
world.
Which when I say we jammed together, I mean I played terrible guitar and screamed horribly into a microphone.
I've
while
watched that
he
dude. Oh, his drums are one thing, but I've watched that dude
His
sing
handwork.
opera before.
Oh, dude, his vibrato is second to none.
Hey Hooper, you know you were after this. Most of our views come after the podcast, so you can share this after. And on average, I have at least 700 views.
Nice.
2,000.
I want to
1,000.
give you more.
Dude,
I don't know.
I
mean,
totally,
I'm just gonna share it.
I
and if
totally
other people
expect
watch
you.
it, that'd
I
be
totally expect your podcast to bring a lot of people in. Even though it's went from like the thing about podcasts, you have to dig through like the comic book shit, and now we're talking about whatever we're talking about to like
Yeah,
whatever.
just like
Podcasts are the best things ever.
see, I listened to a few crack.com ones. Those are fucking cool.
Joe Rogan's, man.
That's what everyone tells me. I need to listen to Joe
It's the
Rogan.
best. It's the best.
But every time I'm driving, I just
the best.
listen to fucking music.
I know.
man.
I quit listening to music. I listen to Audible books or I listen to podcasts. That's it.
I should cut it because I'm kind of. I don't want to say I'm getting bored of music, but like I do always find myself going back to what I listened to 10 years ago.
That's all.
That's some sad shit, though.
I listen to the same
Like, I
shit.
try to stay kind of current, but I hate podcasts. I don't even know why I'm on one.
He's good at it though.
I guess.
That's the problem. He's good
And
at
I
it.
hate people.
Even what's funny is this is a fun podcast. So you're a fun person.
I
We have
totally
fun.
said I could handle
But
Hooper, but I don't like.
when he's real
9
serious.
times out of 10, I don't want to talk about weightlifting.
When he's real
What am I
serious
gonna
or
talk
something,
about?
he's like, what the best part about weightlifting podcast with him is, he goes, well, shit, we're over here talking about lifting weights, right? We're going to sit there patiently for hours. Just wait. No, like a sniper. He's like a sniper. He's like, the job is done. All that there is taken care of better than I can. He didn't say a word. Then that moment comes. It's time to green light. And they go, read. Green light. Reed goes, okay. And we all fucking lose our shit. Because it's like an hour and a half of just muscle this, and then Reed's like, yeah, well, by the way.
I eat 27 cupcakes a day, bitch.
And they're all like, well.
Well, sometimes that's delicious. It's
So,
got good protein.
so I understand why Reed's like, all right, well, this is a good one. But when you get real weird about weightlifting or seriousness,
but I will say it's cool that you keep your shit, as you as the
I
host.
mean, how am I going to fact check that? It's like, hey, I do this. I lift this many pounds a day, and I have this diet.
You could fact check whether or not that diet is bullshit.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's kind of easy, but then there's me. What's your diet? I don't know. I put Red Bull in my Courage, and I start the day.
if I was,
and I shit blood for the first 3 hours, and then I don't know, man.
I just smoke enough weed to kill a horse.
if I was Reed though,
then
I
make a brisket.
If I was Reed, I go, all right, I'm gonna use my brain to go, all right, you fucking retards. I'm gonna make sure all you dumbasses that think you know what you're talking about. Why I'm over here eating Swiss rolls. I'm going to go, you're wrong, and you're wrong. Science, bitch.
I only do that when people do step up and say some dumb shit. Like,
I sit back. I sit back and I watch people post things. And I see Reed will jump in. And it'll go on to be a post about something serious. And Reed don't hop on no bullshit. Trump, whatever, race. And it goes for a minute. And then Reed, someone throws a fact out there. And
they'll usually end it with and that's a fact.
Facts with
that's
a Z.
Facts.
You're like, did you fucking look it up on Snopes?
That's what I do.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's my
First place
job.
I go is fucking
that is
Snopes
my
and fact
job.
check.
Dude, after that, I just start watching. I sit there, I just watch the comments. And I go, watch this shit. Here it comes. Here it comes. Boom! Yeah, big giant dick in your face. You're wrong. You're an idiot. You read a thumbnail.
I don't want to tell you who, but a guy once told me that no minorities go to Harvard.
Fred Threat.
Sorry, Fred.
It was Asian's Fred. Hey, by the way, though, Fred.
Nothing.
I don't know much, but I thought there was actually a law.
Asians.
Yeah. They have to actually post it on their website how many minorities go to Harvard.
I was like,
But by the way, Fred Threat's Fred Threat's the kind of guest that he can walk in right now and Fred's got a chair.
Yeah,
I love that
I
guy.
wouldn't argue with that guy. Fred, he's good.
So
people,
you say
man.
you ran into Eric Winston that one time?
Literally, physically, yes.
I did that to Fred. I smashed into that guy. He laid me out. I stood up and dusted Fred off because
That's what you do in that situation.
I was worried about that.
I'm
guy.
sorry, sir. I was just sorry. I didn't mean to get the imprint of my face dust on you.
And he was like, ha ha ha. He was just happy. I love that guy.
Good people, man. He's freaking good people.
So all I'm gonna say
Radio
is
silence.
no. What I'm gonna say is when I think Ryan Hooper, and I think back to high school. I think dressing up crazy.
Me and him once had to wear a dress for speech and drama class. I thought that was going to be an easy elective. That was
talked
a really
about-
hard elective.
We talked about dressing up before this podcast.
Very, very difficult.
I'm pretty sure I showed my balls on that one too, so I know what you're talking about there.
Yeah, that wasn't a dress. It was a very high dress.
I showed my balls.
We talked about dressing up in dresses for this podcast. We
You said something
probably
about
should.
costumes. I thought you were going to provide them.
We
I would have
sh-
showed up.
Oh
in one.
man,
No.
He told me about that, and I was like, "Fuck, I don't have a dress."
Well, we should have shut up in dresses because this podcast has been so much goddamn fun. And there's no reason. It was semi-serious for a minute about the children, but we still took it to a place that you probably shouldn't have. And that's kind of what this podcast is all about. This podcast is about taking to places you're not supposed to. What I want it to be is
respect.
I want it to be to what, okay, you know when you think about the filthy shit that you don't expose in public?
I don't know anything about that because I'm pretty sure it's already public knowledge by the time I know about it.
The terrible things that you think of deep in your brain that you don't expose.
Oh, no.
This is the podcast for that.
Yeah, that's why I came here.
It is.
I told Kyle that. I was like, I can podcast with Hooper, but I can't podcast with all these Olympians.
That's what I'm saying. I said Hooper came out.
What are you saying? You don't think I could qualify for
You're
the
good,
I
but-
could be good in the curling.
Yeah,
division.
me too.
Dude, I was super excited.
You be a sweeper, I'll be a curler.
As Reed texts me, like, get the whiskey ready or something like that, like, get your shit together, pretty much. I'm on my way, bitch.
I said,
and
get me a third mic, motherfucker.
That's what it was. And then I see he has TeamViewer, which allows him to, from his computer, control my computer. So he's setting this shit up. I see his TeamViewer log out. I fucking knock everything over. All right, Reed's going here. We're going here. I'm like, fuck, I fucked up. It took me like 20 minutes to figure out where Reed's going to sit. But the fact that you brought Reed out made me super happy because
I can't believe
this is the podcast. This is what.
Why me?
Because you're good, man.
You're a cool guy.
This is the podcast. This is what it's supposed to be.
I gotta ask. Why'd you delete your comment?
Which one? The one where I'm not allowed?
Yeah, you said something about
Because
wait,
Kyle at one time was like, "Hey man, you're really cool on the podcast, but maybe you talk over everybody." I get a lot of comments about you talking shit over other people.
You said something about if I had too much whiskey and cigarettes.
Look,
No.
I don't drink anymore, and I say that because I've drank half a bottle of whiskey today.
He never smoked. He didn't smoke cigarettes anyway. But the thing
I
was,
smoke a lot.
and the only reason I said it to Reed was,
I talked over everybody.
well, no, and anybody, I'll be like, hey.
Sometimes you have better shit to say.
Well, no,
Here's
no,
how
no,
it
no,
went,
no,
though.
It's just when you
Here's
listen,
how it went though. Kyle was like, "Look, man, I love you, but you gotta quit talking over everybody, and I need you to quit that." And then he was like, "What do you say?" And I was like, "No."
fuck everybody. Hey,
No.
hey,
So I will not be here
But-
anymore.
that's the reason he's my friend.
That's exactly how it goes.
100%. Because I'm like, hey man,
Good friend and
well, because
good friend and
I
bullshit
always
you.
listen to like tomorrow at work. I'll listen to this podcast, so I want to be able to. It's not good when you get three guys jumbling words together on a microphone.
right now.
It's bad.
No,
I'm just kidding. No, we're
good
doing
right
good.
now.
We've done
It
good.
sounds sexy.
No, we've done pretty good.
Yeah.
Like everybody's done well. Like to where the fact that you realize this person's putting their thing out. They were first. We backed off. Reed. I mean, and it went against Reed. I do the same thing, but
Yeah.
I just said that and Reed's
No,
like,
no.
but Reed just says, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
And I'm like, absolutely, no problem. I'll shove my own dick in my ass. I appreciate everything.
We call that the human basket.
No,
How long is it?
We're at his
No,
dick-
no, no. Yeah, no. How is it? How are you able to shove it in your own ass? No, I don't care about
Yeah,
the
no,
podcast.
no.
We'll just keep going forever.
So
To be the
Reed's,
human basket, you
Reed's-
gotta have a
Reed's-
long dick.
without Reed, first of all, Reed's the only person allowed here to say no. They can say what they want, but Reed said, "Go fuck yourself. I'm cool." And then the Hooper brought him out, and I appreciate the.
I said I can fact check this guy.
Yeah.
But every other guy that's been on since, it was like, I'm an Olympian archer. I don't know shit about Olympian arching.
Neither did I
Like-
though. Neither did I, but it is my. See, here's the thing.
He could be like, I shot that shit at 350 yards at 170
hey,
miles
but
an
that
hour.
was
Probably.
Good guy.
It-
You're good.
That was a legit podcast because that guy got like 13th
Yo,
biggest axis
hold
deer in
on.
the world.
Wait, are you serious?
Hold on.
Like, this is a real person.
You
that
know,
did
Yeah,
this
you know
shit?
on this
before we go
podcast.
any further, that guy also had to see 3 old dudes fucking each other because I had to set that podcast up.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. I need you to back up a little
you,
bit.
you had to get the videos.
Wait, why did he see 3 old guys?
He sent them to
Because
us.
if he's watching this screen while I'm building the fucking podcast of all the little graphics and stuff,
Uh-huh.
I maybe switch to the graphics to livinparty.org.
These
You guys
guys-
should check that out. It's not a living
Should
party
they?
without a little...
Should they actually check that out?
Yeah, it's not a
No,
living party
no.
without a little old dick.
So all I'm saying is,
It's a beautiful world to live in.
All I'm saying
Love
is,
you guys.
though, I just told Reed, like I tell anybody else, like I tell myself when I'm talking, hey, and Reed just told me, go fuck yourself. Respectfully as my friend, and I'm like, we're friends, cool, like not a problem. So I continued by myself best I could, and they got better. But don't forget that every podcast I did, I had a question. This guy got asked.
You gotta have a consistency.
I understand though. I can't not talk over people when there's a computer in my face.
Right.
And I'm like, hey, I have to add to this conversation. I have to chime in.
Well, nobody puts Baby Reed in the corner.
But now look.
Sit in
Now
the corner.
look. I started setting things up because when Reed, I'm coming, bitch. I'm like, I get fucking stoked. I'm like, yeah. I start knocking shit over, and I go, okay, how do I get Reed incorporated? I moved these things a shit ton, and then I realized I want
used
Reed
to be on this end. And I'm
looking
not
with
anymore.
everything in the way. And I was like, I want Reed beside me. I don't want you to see the screen, and I want me to see the screen.
Makes sense.
And I want Reed to see the screen and Reed to be in control of all that. So here we are.
And we're cool.
Yeah, America.
I think this is the
Actually,
best
mad
setup,
props
right?
to you, man, for just like, because as the host, you have to keep somewhat composure.
One
your
time-
sound guy and your guests.
I
can
mean, it
get
sounds great,
just obliterated.
But one time we almost choked a guy out by the
Out
cars.
front, yeah. I'm
It
the very,
happens.
very, very, very first podcast. If we could carry the cameras outside,
Got
you guys,
a little drunk.
I was
Wait,
upset.
the guy that you interviewed?
Yeah. He almost got beat up.
Hey, we're still friends, and he's been on since. He's been on a podcast
Shout out
since.
Jason Deception.
To
I love
Decrepit.
Haiti.
Why? Why'd you?
I
almost
love
have
Haiti,
to- oh,
and it's fucking gangster.
Just because we just got into it for over politics, over things now that I look back on, like the Colin Kaepernick issue.
One guy
Okay,
was
here's
throwing up outside the driver's seat of his car, and the
Fred
other
Threat.
guy was almost getting choked out. And
Well-
I say that because I know how Kyle's routine is. He will
Go
choke
for the
you
choke.
Goes
out
for the throat, man.
as soon as possible.
But
I told you that.
I remember was it you that texted me or DM me and saying you thought this was cool and you're glad that I do this.
Yeah, man. I
Okay,
thought it was fucking badass,
when you
man.
told-
Because
dude,
for real,
you told me
it's-
that.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, I would have bested all of you people out there in the world with all my ideas if I had a fucking ounce of ambition, but I don't, and you do, and you just. Ash was asking me, she was like, "Why does he do this?" And I said, "Because when Colorado wants to do something, he just kind of fucking does it, and then it happens." I mean, like, literally what you did.
Dude, when you told me
I just mad props.
that fired me up because I've had people amongst you tell me cool shit like that. And I'm like, that's dope. Like, that's super dope. That makes me feel good because I'm going to do these. And you make me feel good today is the fact that Reed goes, damn, you're 22 in, dog. Like,
Yeah, that's fucking
Like-
cool.
like,
I didn't realize it was
and it's-
22.
yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
And that's, to me, not a big deal for most people. For me, it's about the only way I'll be successful with this, if I want this to ever be something, is to consistently do it.
Keep
And
on trucking.
Exactly.
So, it, like,
One day somebody
Arthur
important's
Martz.
gonna hear some shit.
Arthur Martz wants an episode, and Arthur Martz.
he gets one. Whenever he's here, Arthur Martz
gets
gets
one.
one. When
Arthur
Arthur
Martz-
Martz is here and I'm here, he says it happens.
That dude flies drones, and he's an asshole. But I love him.
I love that
Well,
guy. But,
I know
but,
he's an asshole.
but
I
what,
think he beat my ass,
the-
and I was like,
the
man,
thing
he
You
is-
threw an English book at him, and
no, he threw it first. He threw it first.
I know this story because I
Threw
hang
a
out with the guy.
dictionary, and it hit me in the head. I thought it was English, but whatever. And I threw it back at him, and then
That
like
substitute teacher had no idea what was
Oh,
going to happen.
she was going. I mean, it's fucking in my head. She
Let
was,
me-
let
me-
flapping like a fucking
let me-
fat
let me-
ass swan.
let me get back.
And just
That was
and
some
she-
good shit.
I'll get there. And then I literally like after I hit him
Hey.
with it, I looked at him. I was like, "Holy shit, he's way fucking bigger than me." I literally just turned my back because I was like, "No,
I've been there before
some
with
parts of my
Arthur.
hindsight, I want to be like, oh, I should have just hit him. And like, my dad was telling me, you should just hit him with everything you had. I was like,
Hey,
he's fucking too tall.
Aaron
I just
Throckmorton.
turned my back. And he-
Aaron Throckmorton, the Marine, has the same feeling, but he once talked shit to Arthur, and you got in trouble for it because we stopped the whole bus and got the cops involved. But Aaron Throckmorton once talked shit and then got in the car with his mom or his grandma like, ha ha ha. And then we mooned the fucking car and got put in the golf cart from high
balls
school.
and all.
We had no
you pressed
fucks.
ham.
We had no fucks. If anyone had
Got a single
fucks,
fuck in it.
nobody gave us any.
No. But hearing that from people like you and my buddy Staten, and a few guys like
Staten Roberts?
Yeah.
Have you listened to So It Begins?
he's gonna be
This
on
man,
when he gets free. He's gonna be on.
are you gonna
But-
fucking open up with his
and-
music, man?
and-
that shit's
and
sick.
TJ
Staten's
Oh.
metal is amazing.
Oh,
and
it's
T-
I
fucking
love
amazing,
that
man.
guy.
So-
I
love
fucking
music.
love that guy. I
So-
love metal music.
So It
He's one of the
Begins.
best
Shout out.
So I'm never gonna stop doing these as long as my computer works and I can stream, because
I will make sure that happens.
One
the computer
day-
will spin.
if it makes something, if it doesn't, it's all good. Because the fact of the matter is,
It's fun.
I get to have conversations. I'm telling you right now, 22 episodes in, which isn't very deep in. Every time I do a podcast, I'm a little bit better human being. And
Maybe.
tomorrow- No,
Maybe.
I am. Because I get a little bit smarter with computers.
Maybe.
I get a little bit smarter with people's opinions.
Okay.
And I realize that sometimes I'm a fuckhead and I'm not right.
Okay.
I mean, like it takes.
are we still getting
seriously,
pancakes
Like, if somebody,
Oh, yeah.
Pancakes are a must.
if somebody like stays completely isolated in the world, they're learning nothing. I wouldn't say nothing. I'm sure they learned something here and there, but I mean, I mean, like books teach you shit, but like human interaction. Even if somebody's completely fucking wrong about everything they say,
God damn.
you can
nailed it.
still learn something about where they came from.
Straight
Like why they
up.
think so stupidly.
Right.
No, I mean, seriously,
Story
every
of
bit of
my
it is
life.
a fucking learning
Oh my
experience.
God.
That's why I ask people things like, why do you feel like that? Or
That's what's so beautiful about you
There's a
making
few
friends
people-
with the word I learned today, Bohemians, which is people from the Bahamas.
Hey, but that's good. That's cool.
yeah,
there's
I mean,
still
that's
people-
fucking awesome, man. Like, no,
there's-
you learn, like, you made relationships.
There
with
are
these people.
still
It's a
people,
thing.
and I feel we need to answer this. There's still people out there that feel Alex Jones is right, and that the weather machines are making frogs gay, and that Donald Trump is amazing. And I mean, he's an alright guy, but don't get me wrong, he fucked up.
He may
Let's-
he may do
let's-
whatever. It's,
let's-
I won't even say. Well, actually, I will say he's an alright guy because I fucking all right. Sorry. Here's my stance on Trump.
you bet you
Because
did
everybody
get
was
this out right.
No. I, to be fair, did not like the guy way before he ran for office.
How do you feel about today?
Fucking because
Today
I
in general
hate,
with
like.
his campaign advisor pleading guilty to all the Russian shit.
See, that's the worst part too. I don't know about any of that stuff. I just still don't like the guy as a person. He may actually be a decent president. I haven't researched it.
I don't
But as a
think so.
person, he's fucking obnoxious. He needs to get the fuck off Twitter. No respectable president needs
Fuck
to have a
yes.
social media.
And that's
me-
how I feel.
I have
me-
a
let
I
me-
have a 65-year-old fellow employee. As you can imagine, he's a cowboy, pretty conservative, and he can agree with some things on Trump. But his one thing he says is he needs to get the fuck off Twitter.
Straight up.
You know, I mean, seriously, like
That's how I feel.
because
That's
your
exactly
shit needs
how
to
I
be
feel.
private. But I will say this: I mean, nobody's all bad. I mean, I read some shit on. Again, it was cracked. I wouldn't say it's biased, but like they ain't gonna not put up bullshit.
Biased, but
They're a little, yeah, not full on,
they're
but
not
it's
totally. I'll
you
give
can see
that.
you can see the way they lean. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say it's just like but so they but they said like, well, there was a way before he was president, a bus driver talked this lady out of committing suicide. He personally mailed that person a check of $10,000 just for doing that, and that's just for that human relation story. I mean, there's a heart there, but when it comes to presidency and just any position of power, it does not come or does not produce a little bit of sociopath.
Straight up.
Well, yeah, it's like being a bodybuilder. Like, you want to be the sole leader of a nation? What kind of psychopath fuck are
Yeah,
you?
exactly.
That's what I
You-
feel.
I mean, like,
anyone
what-
who tries to debate me on that,
It's when I answer him is anybody that's smart enough to take that job is too smart to take that fucking job.
That's why Elon
Yeah,
Musk.
he said, like, no matter how dumb they seem, they're not as dumb as they fucking seem.
That's why Elon Musk isn't
George
president.
W. Bush had 2 degrees, Yale and Harvard. Fuck you.
Yeah, but he's bad at words.
Let me put it this way: from a guy that has a podcast that puts his words out on any kind of social media he can, you're a retarded person. Because what I do this way makes me vulnerable to certain things.
Oh, straight up.
Be a fucking president. Everybody hates you.
Everybody.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And-
I kind of hate the fucking current one, but I liked Bush.
You know what I like
it's a
about
weird.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with
You know what I like about
one
Trump?
side or the other.
The best part about Trump is he did this. I had no idea what to do with the military. Here, General, take care of that.
You know that guy's
Give him-
about to get fired, right? Though.
When Mattis is,
Yeah, and I love Mattis, and that's half the reason I like Trump is because he had the sensibility to hire Mattis for the military.
someone that
decisions.
has been in a firefight.
As soon as Mattis is gone, I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah.
But you also got to keep in mind, like, and what's so funny
Well,
is,
Mattis is the reason people like rush and
Hold
China
on.
go, oh fuck.
I don't know many people
Oh,
that can
fuck.
that can say this, so I'm gonna have to say it. How many people in this room right now have shook hands with generals?
Nobody.
Me.
well,
okay.
That's why you asked the question.
Okay. I love General Mattis, and the second Trump defies that man or throws that man out, I know General Gray, the commandant of the Marines. That guy's one of the coolest guys in the world. I was raining fucking cats and dogs whenever my aunt was
That's because your
getting married.
mom worked in the.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, my uncle, my aunt, half of my family worked in the shit. But I know General Gray. I've met that dude. I've shook hands with him. And he's a real Marine. General Mattis, he lives down the fucking hall from General Gray. And they're the same fucking guy.
That's the best part Trump did. Other than that, Trump should just.
He's a piece of shit.
He
compared to
should.
General
Well,
Mattis.
here's a problem. What people don't realize. He lowered taxes. That's good. But guess what he didn't
He's
do?
good for the rich
well,
guys.
Well, here's what he did. He raised military funding. Their paychecks are as big as they've ever been. And he cut taxes. What you got to do when you cut taxes is you have to cut government. He never cut government, so we're just printing more fake money, more loans, which
You
creates
did
more of a
cut,
bottleneck.
Cut like some art. or
It's
something.
fake shit. Yeah. Oh no. If you look at it, he's given 99 million out of the Coast Guard to the ICE, and he's given another 26 million out of Homeland Security to ICE. He's stripping what we really need to form
like,
his
something like-
anti-Mexican agenda. If you notice this, anyone in South Texas
I think it's like ICE
a-
is literally starting to
become the
use the
Gestapo.
power. I mean,
to
like,
become
yeah,
the
no,
Gestapo.
seriously, Yeah.
If you notice this, anyone in the South Texas border that's of Hispanic descent, I know there's a lot of people that watch Dick Nunes and stuff. Check your passport. Check it. You probably don't have a passport anymore because you're a Mexican. I have a passport. My friend Dave.
Really?
Yeah, my friend Dave has a passport. He's American Indian, but if he was Mexican, he wouldn't have a passport right now because of Donald Trump's administration. Me and Dave are going to Costa Rica in December, but if Dave was a Mexican, we wouldn't be able to right now because he's within 4 hours of the border, and he may be illegal off the first place. So now his passport's invalid. Check
What?
Man, like-
people with American military organization, Marines, Army, Air Force. They're Mexican, but they served in the military. No longer have a valid passport because of Donald Trump.
Dando horseshit.
Did not know that.
Look it up. Prove me wrong.
I believe
Prove
you.
me wrong.
On a,
I won't
on a
argue
slightly
with you.
related
You have the
subject.
power right there.
I
So-
mean, I won't even say I have the power. I want someone to prove me wrong. Because right now, the guy who's in charge has said no. And I guarantee there's enough stories out there to prove me right. And I guarantee someone won't prove me wrong.
I believe you. So we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
No, 'cause it's been. I mean, we're at it
Coming up
for
on 3 hours. We
2 hours and 45 minutes,
holy shit. I'm sorry.
and they go.
You know what's so funny is everyone's like, "What are you gonna talk about?" I was like, "I don't fucking know." I was like, "I guarantee you, I'm only talking for 45 minutes." And
He fucking
Dude,
bounced out.
I do
we
solo
are, we just
casts
get
where
off
I'll
on-
talk for 20 minutes. The last one I did, I could talk for an hour, but I had to cut off and leave.
I mean, that's
behind.
awesome that you can do that. But
Talk to yourself.
Yeah, that's it. I'll probably do one before the weekend's up.
but yeah.